skilled players this week that we're going to have to contain and keep underneath us. But big kids up front, and Coach Huff does a good job. And like I said, Boonville always puts out some really talented athletes.
You know, pitching a shutout last week, I hate to jump around, but what got into your defense last week?
Well, I tell everybody it was fascinating for me to watch, just watching kids. Some opponents during the week, your scout team runs better. Like the plays that we're running from Hallsville, our kids have to run them to give our defense a look. And last week it just worked. Our kids picked up on it quick, and we got a really good look from the defensive standpoint. So it just helped us, I think, to get further along and get ahead of those guys.
So you're going to be able to bring that forward this week?
I think so. I mean, we've had another good week, and we've made a few modifications in practice to try to cater towards our kids to make sure, because it's pretty obvious when you come watch us play that we play hard, and that's the first thing the coaches want to see. So we can, cater our practice just a little bit differently to make sure that we're getting everything we need.
First couple of weeks, Coach, you went through a lot of the criticisms that every coach goes through. You know, you got beat by Jeff City pretty good. Jeff City's a great program. Everybody knew that was going to be a hurdle for you. And now it seems like you're hitting your stride mid-season and heading toward district play. Now at once you're everybody's favorite coach because you got a couple wins under your belt, and it looks like you should be able to take care of Boonville tonight.
Yeah, not everybody's favorite coach, but I will tell you, it's deceiving, Denny, but that's actually a pretty big compliment. And what I mean by that is, we're still 2-4 with the opportunity for a possession away for 2 more wins in those other games. But I'll tell you, it feels like that with our kids. And I'm glad you brought it up, because when you're around our kids, it feels like we're 4-2. It feels like we're just now getting ready for district play and stuff like that. And that's a trait and a characteristic of a team that's growing and a team that trusts each other. It's exciting.
It really does seem like the kids are coming together for you and starting to gel as a unit. And look forward to good things from you the rest of the year. Any other closing thoughts before tonight's game?
No, just we appreciate the support we've had. And like I said, we're looking forward to getting better in the next 3 weeks, and be interesting to see where we'll end up with district play.
That's Shannon Jolly, head coach of the Osage Indians. Boonville Pirates and Osage. We'll have it for you next, right here on Cool 102.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
When your vehicle is so dirty, your kids are writing "Wash me, please" on it, it's time to visit Auto Spa Car Wash. And it seems the remnants of the entire population of grasshoppers reside on your windshield. It's time to visit Auto Spa Car Wash. Auto Spa Car Wash offers superb touchless drive-through bays and do-it-yourself bays. Auto Spa Car Wash is located on Highway 42 in Osage Beach, across from Lowe's.
At Oakstar Bank, you'll hear the word serve often. The Oakstar team's commitment to serve means they're fully invested in the communities they're located in. When you see them supporting events or volunteering around town, you know the passion that motivates them to be invested in the community is the same passion that drives them to be the best community bank. Oakstar Bank is a proud sponsor of the Camdenton Lakers and the Osage Indians. Go teams! Oakstar Bank is a member FDIC equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Greg at Surdak Yamaha of Lake of the Ozarks. Since we've been doing this for over 50 years, everyone asks, how is business during the slowing economy? Well, it's simple. When the economy is robust, people buy boats, motorcycles, and bourbon. When the economy gets weak, people buy boats, motorcycles, and bourbon. So here is a winning investor strategy. Buy your bourbon from one of the lake's great restaurants and bars, and buy your boats and motorcycles from Surdak Yamaha of Lake of the Ozarks today, before we run out again. If boat and wave runner rental is more your style, we just received a brand new fleet of G3 pontoons, wave runners, and Four Winds boats. Visit SurdakBoatRental.com.
You ride on a reputation at Gary Surdak. You ride on a reputation. You ride on a reputation.
Back here in Boonville, Missouri for the Winter Shelton Real Estate Group pregame show, standing just outside the Kellysport Marina press box. Steve Adams alongside Craig Allen with Justin Wassel back in the studio. We are doing the coin toss, brought to you by Duncan Diamond and Fine Jewelry. This whole broadcast brought to you by Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC. Want to thank Jack's Sporting Good for that coach's interview with Coach Jolly, talking about last week's game heading into tonight. Everything that Osage did right, they definitely want to carry over into this game here tonight against the Pirates, Steve.
Yeah, like I said earlier, pregame, they've got a great momentum building win. I feel like, really, when you look on paper, there's not a lot that separates these teams. 2 wins versus 1 win, but I think the confidence level of the Osage Indians has to be riding high. As they look to the script they were able to write last season, those first 3 losses and then ripping off those 7 wins. And, they had that setback with California, but they roared back against the Hallsville Indians. They're coming against a Boonville team who has to, again, they're going to be hungry for a win, but they've been struggling. Hopefully we can just ride that wave that we built and established last week.
Getting ready to get this one underway. I want to remind you one more time, you can follow along this broadcast tonight live on mosportzone.com, live video feed, synced up with the radio broadcast on there, or go to YouTube and search Mo Sports Zone on there. You can find not just the Indians, but also the Camdenton Lakers, the Waynesville Tigers, a mix of Versailles and Eldon, depending on week in, week out matchups. All the Lake area teams in one convenient spot for you at mosportzone.com. We'll also have live scoring updates throughout the evening here as we are live from Boonville at their homecoming. It is the Indians and the Pirates getting ready to get it on here. Friday night football in mid-Missouri. Wonderful weather unless you're standing right in front of a press box in Boonville, Missouri. Then it's a little chilly. A busy radio weekend for myself. After tonight, I will be bringing the Big Bass Bash to you tomorrow and Sunday, 7 to 3. Follow along with me on Mix 92.7 over there as I'll have live leaderboard updates and all your information you can handle from the Big Bass Bash. One of my favorite weekends of the year. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, it'll be worth listening just to catch all the just little expert tips of fishing that you provide throughout that. I know that's just one of your gifts.
I'll hook you. Osage set to kick off. Boonville will receive and start with the football here tonight as we get set to start the first quarter, brought to you by Oak Star Bank. A short kick bounces past the returner. He has to quickly pick it up, and he is brought down at the 5-yard line. And a poor start field position-wise for the Pirates, but a great kick. And I think, we've seen the Indians try and do this the last couple weeks, Steve. They've been trying to do something different with the kickoff game, and there the short kick works, bounces in front of the returner, and it goes behind him. He recovers it, and they're going to start this drive at the 7-yard line.
Hey, they talk about a football team needing to be successful in all 3 phases of the game, and I really feel like our special teams is a strength of this team.
Yeah.
You got John Kimmery in the way that he can just punt the ball, and who was kicking off there? Sometimes it's Colonius, I believe, there, and just placing that ball well.
We saw Brady Clark hit a 40-yarder last week.
He's had 2 successful field goals this year, along with all his extra points. Our special teams looks good.
First down for the Pirates, and they're going to get some help from the Indian defense jumping offside. So they get a penalty from the Indians on the first play of the game to make it 1st and 5. Steve, they got those LED first down markers over there. What do you think of those?
Oh, that's nice.
Those are nice, isn't that?
Yeah, that's great.
I want to get one for my house.
Just a first down marker.
Just a first down marker for my house, so I know what down it is. 1st and 5 for the Pirates now after the penalty. Fake the handoff, looking left. Ooh, dropped. Had his man on the slant. That was Dakota Williams with the drop.
Intended for Dakota Williams is incomplete.
And he had a step through the middle on DePay. Just could not bring that one in. Evan Bishop, the junior, leading this Pirate offense out on the field. 2nd and 5 after that drop.
Boonville, they have several returning starters. I think maybe 8 returning offensive starters, but they lost a couple really talented just skill players last year. All staters. They're really still trying to regroup and retool after that. Graduating a couple special players.
In the shotgun, pre-snap motion, left to right. Now the handoff up the middle. Contact at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to say no gain there. And that'll be, maybe give him a yard, make it 3rd down and 4.
That's nice of you.
Thank you. I didn't want to.
You just wanted to see that LED yardage marker move there.
Yeah. Why does it say E now? 3rd down. 4 wide receivers set for Bishop, the quarterback. He's got trips. Nope. No motion there. Thought he was going to bring somebody in motion, bring 3 on one side. trying to draw the Indians off sides. They don't go for it. And now they'll run the play. 3rd and 4. Bishop takes the snap. Back in the pocket, looking down the field. Has a man, has a step. Overthrown, though. Stevens was on the coverage, and he just overthrew his man. Brings up 4th down.
Yeah, Boonville might look back at that one as a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
He had a step on Osage there, step on our defenders, and just couldn't run under the ball to get it. Now they're going to be looking at a punting situation here. And again, boy, this sets up Osage to be in a good place to be winning the field of position game.
Osage doesn't have a returner back, but they're doing that thing we saw Hallsville do last week where Bishop is their punter. And he is trying to draw him off sides. Now it takes a quick kick off the side of his foot, going towards the sideline and down. But inside Boonville territory, Osage will start with tremendous field position. So forcing that 3 and out, and then a short kick, Osage will start 1st and 10 at the Pirate 37. That's what I'm saying, announcer. Just step on me, Steve.
Hey, we can get you 6 wind, I think, on that one.
Here? I have noticed. Thunderous crowd is what you're hearing in the background. Nope, the horn on a car. So 1st and 10, Osage in there, all the maroon spear on the helm. Up to Williams, going left side, the block downs a man over, picks up an extra yard there. Gate, that's 2nd and 2. Good hard there from Williams, who had one of his games of the season last week.
Yeah, no surprise to anybody here watching this game. If you know anything about these teams, you know Williams is going to get the ball a lot tonight, and that doesn't bode well for Boonville and their ability to stop him on that first carry.
2nd and 2, Trusty. Pre-snap motion, run might go to the left here. Like to go away from the motion. Williams gets it up the middle, enough for the 1st down. And again, runs a man over, gets right to the 25. It's a Surdike Yamaha 1st down. That's what I wanted to say, and I just didn't trust myself.
1st and 10, Osage, the Pirate 25.
Moving those LED sticks there. Nice job, Indians.
It just doesn't roll off like the chains.
You
Moving the
don't think so?
LED beam. 1st down. Trusty takes the snap. Now hands off to Colonius. He goes left side, slips back inside, picks up about 3 before being brought down, and that'll make it 2nd and 7 for the Indians on their first drive of the night. Again, Colonius and Williams came into tonight, both of those guys averaging the exact same yards per carry, right around 5 yards. And if you can have a couple running backs average 5 yards a carry, makes it very easy to move the LED lights.
Keep working it. It'll catch.
It'll catch on, yeah. Trusty, pitch out to the left, gets to Williams. Colonius sets the edge for him, and now Williams past the 1st down marker inside the Crown Power and Equipment red zone, and another Surdike Yamaha 1st down for Osage. And we saw the Indians make this a focus last week. The first couple weeks of the season, Williams did a lot of his damage inside the tackles, but they've really worked on getting him out on the edge there. Colonius doing a good job setting the edge with that block and getting Williams into the 2nd level.
I really like that play. Just giving him some space. I like that pitch. It's been really successful for us.
Now they try and do the quick handoff. Trusty came under center, gave it to Williams. Immediately he's brought down in the backfield. Loss of 1 sets up 2nd and 11 from the 12-yard line.
Well, that's the first time that the Pirates have been able to have any success stopping us at all on this drive here. Of course, boy, when you give the Indians the ball with a 37-yard line and you're just running downhill, that's a tough task to give your defense first time out.
Just under 9 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Tied up at 0. First possession for the Indians. 2nd and 11. DePay outright, man in motion, pre-snap. Trusty takes it, hands off to Colonius right side. And he's going to run through contact and pick up some extra yards and make it 3rd and manageable inside the 10. About 3rd and 5 now. Wind like this, probably not going to bring your kicker out on the field.
I tell you, this offense is just a running back and offensive lineman dream, right? We're just going to hit them in the mouth every chance we get. We're going to drive it right at them. They know what's coming, and we're still just going to take it right to them.
3rd down and 5 for the Indians. Handoff goes to Williams. He's between the tackles, and he's going to be hit right around the 5-yard line and brought down.
Churning those legs, just pushing bodies out of his way. Fought hard for every inch of that carry.
4th down, and Dubs comes in. We haven't seen a lot of him on offense this season, Steve, but the plays that we've seen him out there for, he's gotten the football on a couple inside reverses.
He's a talented young man, just a quality young man. I'd love to see him get some action here. If the Pirates have been scouting us out, they might be looking for him.
Yeah, so Dubs on the field. I only bring it up just because he's got the football a lot whenever he's been on the field. 4th down and short here for the Indians at the 5-yard line. Trusty takes the snap, hands it off to Williams. He's inside the tackles, now fighting for yardage, and I don't think he got it, Steve. He's going to be brought down real close to it. They're motioning, saying no, it's going to be a turnover on downs. So not enough to get there. Brought down at the 4, needed to get to the 3. Gave it to Williams, and he went between the tackle and the guard and just could not pick up enough yardage there. Turnover goes back to the Pirates.
Well, again, not getting points on the board. We'd love to have the 3 or the 7. But what we do have is we're just putting them in another just terrible, challenging spot here. The field position game is going all Osage way so far.
So Boonville, their 2nd possession of the night, they'll take over from the 3.
And again, we don't know a lot about what they bring offensively, but we know they're not going to have even their whole full playbook open at this end of the field here. They've got to be careful as the quarterback receives the snap in his own end zone.
And now he's looking to make a move, and he's going to be brought down, loses the football. Ball comes out, and Osage comes up with it. It's just a matter if they're going to call it a fumble. So it's either going to be a safety or a fumble. We'll see. And there's a flag down as well. Wild play in the end zone. Quarterback Bishop dropped back. Kimry brought him down in the end zone, but I don't know if the ball got knocked out or thrown or what happened there. The referee throws the flag. If the pass was thrown, it's an intentional grounding of some kind. Yeah, it's intentional grounding in the end zone, so that's going to be a safety. Even though the flag is outside. And see, here's the thing. It's all about where the holding happened. And if it started outside the end zone, it's intentional grounding in the end zone and a safety for the Indians. So the Osage defense comes out and puts 2 points on the board, and they will receive the kickoff. We'll make heads or tails of what just happened here and take a quick break and back with the kick away. It's 2-0 Osage. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
No pressure, low prices.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Canterton. Hewlett has been serving the Lake area for over 54 years, and we're proud to offer the lowest prices combined with a friendly, no-pressure environment. We are proud to offer our price match guarantee. You can buy locally without all the hassles and pressures of a big dealer, but still be confident you're getting the lowest prices on your purchase. I invite you to come experience the Hewlett difference today. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Canterton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett. ShopHewlett.com.
Back here in Boonville, Missouri, as Robert Adams breaks down the concept of a safety to our video crew. Want to thank him for that. Breaking that down, teaching the kids here exactly what a safety is. And Osage defense, they pin him deep after going forward on 4th down and not getting it. In the very first play, Kimry, a sack in the end zone. Quarterback tried to get rid of it as Kimry was bringing him down. It's intentional grounding in the end zone, so it winds up being a safety, and now Boonville will kick it away to the Indians.
Kick it away from the 20-yard line.
That's correct. And it can either be a free kick, like a punt, or a kickoff kick, like we're about to see. But Osage should get pretty decent field position here. Jackson Minor back to receive the kick, and he will get it over here on the sideline. It'll go out of bounds right as he went to catch it, but Osage will still get good field position here.
Starting at about, the 45 it looks like?
Yeah, I think that's where they're going to mark it. So 1st and 10 from the 45. Osage on their 2nd possession of the night with a 2-0 lead.
Osage.
Just like we knew it would be.
45-yard line.
How do you script a beginning like this? But I tell you, it's all in Osage's favor here. First point scored tonight are a safety.
Colonius to the left side. Takes on the contact, picks up about 3 yards. You probably couldn't script a start like this. You'd have to go to USC or somewhere like that to really get the writing classes needed to script out a start like that.
You big fan of USC?
I'm a big fan of USC.
Hey, Taylor.
Good film program out there.
I couldn't, I used to be a big fan of Notre Dame, and years, decades ago, they were a big rival, right, to USC. I can't root for them. Just can't do it.
Williams going right side. He's tripped up in the backfield and brought down. So this Boonville defense making a couple plays here, and Osage probably in a passing predicament now here on 3rd and long.
Well, a passing predicament for the first time in, you go back to last week, it's been a while since we've been looking at 3rd and long, it seems like.
3rd and 9 for Osage at their own.
Waynesville up 7-0 over Bolivar. That's a team, not a person's name.
Bolivar?
Yeah, I mean, it is a person's name.
Simon Bolivar?
Like Eugene and Eldon and Lynn and Bolivar.
Are you familiar with the history of Bolivar, Simon Bolivar?
No.
Yeah.
We'll work it out whenever we go there. 3rd and 9 for the Indians. 4 wide receivers out for Trusty. He takes the snap. Looking for a man. Has someone out in the flats and just through the hands. And incomplete. Had his guy out there. He was looking for Isaac Stark. And Stark just got hit in the chest and dropped it. It was enough for a first down, too. Good look by Trusty. Waited just long enough to get that pass in there.
That's a good-looking play. Now we're going to bring in Johnny Osage, I assume.
Yeah, Johnny Osage,
to see if he can place this ball here. I think he's placed it within the 20-yard line twice this season, but he's had he's averaging well over 40 yards a punt.
Jonathan Osage when he goes to formal events.
You're pretty tight with Johnny Osage, huh? You get that?
Sure.
Okay.
Snap off just before time expires, and a good kick there from Kimry. And it's going to take a good Osage bounce inside the 20 down to the 10 where it will stop. And Osage will down it, so Boonville will take over at the 10-yard line on their 3rd possession of the night. Last time they had the football, wound up with the safety and made it 2-0 on the board.
Well, I have to think that Boonville knew they were going to be playing a pretty tough defense here tonight based on how Osage performed last week. But not only are you playing a pretty tough defense, but when you're getting the ball at the 5-yard line and the 10-yard line on your first three drives of the night, that's a hard task.
5:36 left to go here in the first quarter. Osage up 2-0. And Boonville has the football and a 3 wide receiver set out for them. Bishop back in the shotgun. He takes the snap, now hands it off. Right side, finds a hole over there, dragging a few Osage defenders for the first down. Boonville's first down of the night. And that is Eli Stock, the senior, with a hard run there. He was hit around after about 5 yards and then dragged a couple Indians all the way to a first down.
Yeah, by far the most successful play that the Pirates have had, kind of giving Osage a little bit of their own medicine, rushing the ball.
Yeah, they have been looking to go through the air so far here tonight. And there they stick it on the ground and get some yards. Now Bishop, a weird setup. I don't even know what to call this. He's not there to take the snap. That was Blake Griffin.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's we need to research these games better.
He looks smaller in person.
We didn't know Blake Griffin was playing for the Pirates tonight.
Well, I hope he's not playing basketball. Or the Indians will really be in trouble this season.
This is why we're outside, because we didn't know that.
Yeah, Blake Griffin's family is definitely up there in the press box. Timeout taken, brought to you by Reagan Cabinets as Boonville tries to figure that play out. They were looking for some chicanery as they had Blake Griffin ready to take the snap.
You know, there's a big portion, I feel like, of our listening audience. They're like, okay, who's Blake Griffin? I feel like there's something here I'm missing.
Blake Griffin, former Kia dunk champion from the NBA, jumped over a car during a slam dunk contest. So he's dangerous out there. Yeah, dangerous out there on the field.
That skill comes handy when you're playing football.
Dude, I jump over cars all the time.
Hot Wheels do not count.
Why?
Why do you spend your time jumping over Hot Wheels?
I said, Kelsey,
I don't
look at
know.
this.
I'm going to do 2 now.
First and 10 for the Pirates. And Bishop back. He's got 3 running backs around him. It's very hard to explain it. Now he sends 2 men in motion. And he's got a 4 receiver set. Trips out to the right. Bishop takes a snap. He'll look right. Coming across the play. Now throwing over, he has his man. Oh, and that is the aforementioned Blake Griffin that comes up with the catch. He's trying to get to the end zone, but knocked down from behind. It looked like he had overthrown Griffin there, but Griffin puts his hands out and brings it in. A big play from the Boonville offense, and they get all the way down to the 5 before DePay brings him down from behind.
Sets up 1st and goal for the Pirates.
Turns out jumping over cars is a useful skill on the gridiron.
When we saw he was out there, we knew he was a player we had to keep an eye on.
Well, that's the second time we've seen a Pirate receiver get behind our defenders here. We're going to have some conversations, make some adjustments. That's not a theme we want to see repeated all night.
Yeah.
And again, that flips. Not only does that, that's a great gain. It flips the field for him, puts him in a position to score here.
And score they do into the end zone. That is Eli Stock with the 5-yard run on 1st and goal. Getting into the end zone for the Pirates and putting them on the board, making it 6-2, extra point pending.
It's amazing how quickly a game can turn. It's early. So much of the story has yet to unfold here, but everything was going Osage way until that play there. That huge pass play put them on the 5, and then they convert with the rush here. That's the second time they've had a pretty successful carry. And now Osage is going to have to fight back to grab the momentum here.
And credit where it's due. Again, I hope we got that on the video because it did not look like Griffin was going to come up with that. He just kind of looked like he was overthrown.
That's fun to play quarterback when you can just throw the ball out there and just let your receivers chase it down.
Against Osage.
Encroachment against Osage, and that's going to be half the distance to the goal. So they do the hard count on the extra point to get half the distance to the goal, and they're going to go for it from the 1 now.
Well, this is going to be a great opportunity for our defense to step up and show us who they are this week after demonstrating what a talented squad they were last week. Boonville Pirates making all kinds of adjustments here, getting ready for this 2-point conversion.
And it's going to be Griffin taking the snap. And he takes it, and he's just going to run. He's hit, but he's hit into the end zone. So Griffin with the big catch on the drive and then picks up the 2-point conversion, makes it 8-2. We'll take a break. Osage set to receive the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Trust, integrity, stability, and longevity. Those are the anchors Matt Shrimp and Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Lake Ozark Realty represent. Alumni and proud supporter of Osage Indian football, Matt Shrimp and the Berkshire Hathaway team bring 20 years experience, specializing in luxury real estate and commercial property. The Forever brand, Matt Shrimp and Berkshire Hathaway. See more at luxurylakehome.com and yourlakeagent.com.
Back here in Boonville, Missouri. Boonville getting the big play from Bishop down to Blake Griffin. Gets it down to the 5. They punch it in on the next play and then score on the 2-point conversion and make it 8-2. So Osage's defense came up big on the first 2 Pirate possessions, but then Boonville looks to have put it together on that last one. Big play down the field, and they find themselves in front.
Well, if Osage needed a bit of a wake-up call, they've received one there in that drive.
Now an onside kick, and it goes right to Kimry, and he gets decked right as he recovers it. So they try and do a little chicanery, Webster's word of the night, chicanery, to cause chicane.
You really got to, I feel like, can you clear these words of the night for me? You just throw those on me.
I just throw you off? Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
After the kickoff.
I'm sorry.
Boy, Kimry took
a
pounding on that.
Yeah, he took a shot. He recovered it. The kick went right to him. They tried to do an onside kick.
He was in a pretty vulnerable position there as he just got pounded by the Pirates there. Pirates playing aggressive here. That was an aggressive coaching decision there for the onside kick.
They're doing a lot of alliteration. Colonius gets it to the left side, and he picks up 1.
Jason Colonius on the carry.
What if I did everything with alliteration? Colonius carries?
Eli Stock.
That's all I can do.
It's going to be a quiet broadcast.
For Osage.
I'm sure everybody would love it, though, if you could pull that off.
If I pull up a quiet broadcast, people would love that?
No. The alliteration. They just couldn't get enough of.
Anything's better than the sound of wind in our headset. Trusty, 2nd and 9. Takes the snap, rolls out to the right. Looking for DePay, nothing doing there. Trusty going to keep it. He's going to be brought down right around the line of scrimmage. So they had that play sniffed out. The quick out to DePay. Did a good job out there on the corner. Trusty seeing it, being cognizant of it, and turning it upfield. They're going to give him 1 to make it 3rd down and 8 now.
Yeah, we've not seen Trusty carry the ball too many times. Only really when he's put in a situation where he has no other option do we see him carry the ball. But again, a good smart decision that he didn't try to force that and put us in a position where, they come up with the interception.
3rd and 8. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 8 from the 48 for the Indians. DePay out left for Trusty. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, now goes out. Has Logan Hall over the middle. What a difficult throw from Trusty. Going right, kind of going backwards, and found Hall back behind his body over the middle. And Hall doing a good job. I think I call him Loading. It's Landon Hall coming up with that one.
His best friends call him Logan.
Do they?
That's me. You're just on the inside.
That's me. Nice job by Landon Hall. Good play there from the Indians. A hard, very difficult throw from Trusty, but he made it look easy.
And great reception by Hall there, adjusting a little bit, adjusting his route. Just great on both ends. Williams here with the carry.
Yeah, Williams with the stutter steps right at the line of scrimmage, looking for the hole, and then gets through it. Picks up about 3, sets up 2nd and 7.
It's amazing how just having a little success with the passing game there kind of loosens up your defense now. Just can't be looking for just at a one-dimensional offense. Get a little success here, build some momentum. Here's Williams again.
Looking for the edge. Colonius gives that to him. Now out on the corner, they're going to call DePay for a hold, and DePay is going to plead his case and say that the Pirate had his arm tied up. It is going to be holding on DePay out there on the edge. That's a tough call because he feels like he was trying to disengage with the defender, and the defender had him tied up.
Boy, those holding calls are just drive killers. I hate to see that.
It's from the spot of the foul, though, not like in the pros where it's just 10 yards back from the initial spot. So it's actually going to be 2nd down and 5. So it is going to be a gain for Williams just based on that. But, yeah, Williams had the 1st down, and the hold is going to bring it back 5. Kind of feel bad for DePay there because I do think he might have been holding initially, but then was trying to get away from the defender who wouldn't let go, and he winds up getting called for it. Trusty takes it, pitch out to Williams, and it's going to be a loss of 5. So Trusty struggling with the snap and then gets it out to Williams, but by then the Pirates kind of saw what was coming. Sets up 3rd down now.
That's one of those plays that you look at and you think that could have been a lot worse than it was. I mean, we lost. Nobody wants to lose 5 yards there, but kind of a, ball hits the ground, kind of a late toss out to Williams there, and Williams is, he's in traffic already. Thankfully, Osage will keep hold of the ball and live for another down here.
Yeah, Boonville needs a timeout because they don't have any coverage down here on the Osage receivers, so. A timeout taken by Boonville, brought to you by Reagan Cabinets as we set up 3rd down here in the 1st quarter. 1:28 left to go. Boonville out in front, 8-2 right now. Osage trying to make something happen on this drive. The offense struggling so far here tonight, Steve.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what the time of possession is, but it seems like we've had the ball more and had it longer, but we've just not been able to put points on the board. Sometimes those missed opportunities come back and haunt you, and that's kind of what it feels like right now. We had such great field position there for the better part of that 1st quarter. It is time for us to cash in.
Yeah, and a couple penalties have hurt the Indians as well. They managed to recover from the encroachment on the very first play of the game, but you take a look at the holding to bring the 1st down back, and then the offsides on the extra point to let Boonville get down to the 1 where they would wind up going for it and getting it and making it 8-2. Blair Oaks over Eldon, 20-0 right now.
Boonville doing a pretty good job of putting Osage in a place where, you're going to have to pass on this down. And again, our passing game is most effective when it's kind of a surprise, when you're not looking for it. And they've stopped our run up to this point, and that creates those 3rd and longs.
Here comes the blitz now. Everyone coming back on Trusty. The secondary for the Pirates doing a good job with their man-to-man coverage, and Trusty looking for somewhere to go with it and couldn't find anywhere, winds up taking the sack, sets up 4th and very long. Osage will punt this one away.
Yeah, and again, and that's just what happens when you're in those passing situations and everybody in the whole stadium knows this is what you're doing. We're going to come for you. And when you don't give a quarterback enough time for your receiver to develop, run the routes, that's what's going to happen. You're going down.
Just brought more defenders than Osage had blockers. Kimry takes it. Good kick from him. Going to bounce right around the 10, and Childs and the rest of the Osage crew will be there to down it at the 2-yard line. So another great punt from Kimry. Flips the field position on Boonville, and they'll take over from the 2-yard line.
The Pirates will have 1st and 10 at their own 3.
Good kick.
Great kick and great coverage by our punt team down there to be in the right place to get that, ball stopped right before it goes into the end zone. And again, special teams playing their part in keeping us, trying to steal some momentum back here. It'll be interesting to see how we adjust to the success that Boonville's had.
Getting behind the defense.
Getting behind the defense here.
Yeah, Osage not playing really a safety back. Looks like Stevens might be kind of the safety. They're trying to match up man-to-man on these receivers. Bishop takes it. He hands off. Right side. Absolutely wham blasted right as he got to the line of scrimmage. I think that was Havner.
Havner's still riding high from his interception last week.
Yeah, I would be too.
Oh, man. He'll be talking about that at this 5-year reunion, at his 10-year reunion. That's going to be a story he tells many times.
I might talk about it there too. Guest speaker. 2nd and 10 from the 3. Boonville can run it down to the start of the 2nd quarter if they want. 3 seconds left. Man in motion, and that's how the quarter comes to a close. So no hike taken, and it'll be 2nd and 10 to start the 2nd when we come back. First quarter by Oak Star Bank comes to a close. Osage down 8-2 after 1. Take a break. Back with the 2nd quarter after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
The one-stop shop for all of your sporting goods and recreation needs, Jack's Sporting Goods, a proud sponsor of Camdenton Laker and Osage Indians football. Find your athletic and outdoor gear conveniently located in one place. Jack's has end-of-summer deals on lake toys, fishing, and athletic supplies. And don't forget, Jack's Sporting Goods has the best screen printing prices for your team or business. Jack's 70-year tradition and customer service will give you confidence when you take your next adventure. Look them up online and on Facebook.
Back here in Boonville, Missouri, Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Justin Wassel back in the studio for us. The Indians taking on the Pirates on a chilly Friday night in mid-Missouri. And after 12 minutes of play, Osage finds themselves down 8-2 in what started out as a game that looked like the Osage defense was going to step up big and kind of control tonight. And then all it took was one big play from the Pirate offense to kind of flip this game on its head. And it seemed like since that big play, Boonville has had all the momentum, Steve.
Hey, there have been some bold just coaching decisions. They've thrown 2 deep balls and really 1 for 2 on that, and that was a big deal. And then that onside kick, which didn't work in their favor, but
yeah.
You can just tell, hey, we're going for this win. We're going to be aggressive. But then they find themselves here on the 1-2 yard line. It's hard to be aggressive when you are receiving the snap in your own end zone.
4 wide receivers set. Bishop takes the snap. Now Osage bringing pressure. They throw it out long to their man. DePay has it and comes up with the interception. Wow. Laying out for it and coming up with the turnover is DePay. What a catch from the junior. And it's a turnover. Osage will take back over here on the first play of the 2nd quarter.
And that was absolutely beautiful. And that's the danger of what, we talked about, the benefit of a quarterback just throwing it out there and letting your receivers run it down. Well, the defenders can run it down too. And that was just an incredibly athletic play by DePay.
Yeah, Osage brought the blitz on that time, trying to pick up another safety or force the quarterback into a bad issue there. Osage defenders in the secondary doing a good job in their one-on-one coverage, and DePay comes up with the interception to start the 2nd quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. It's going to be Trusty under center. He'll take the snap and hands it off to Colonius, who has a big hole on the right side and then trips just past the first down marker. Maybe that LED light tripped him up as he gets past the marker and then brought down. But it is enough for a Surdike Yamaha first down for the Indians. That turnover from the Indians brought to you by Pacific Pools. Because everything is everything. First down and 10 for the Indians, taking over from the 28 now after that turnover and run by Colonius. Handoff goes to Williams. He's hitting the backfield but keeps his legs churning. Could have been a loss of yards. Instead, it winds up being a gain of 2.
Spot the ball, at about the 26-yard line?
Indeed. Feel so far away from our crowd over there. The Osage crowd. Why do you put them on different sides of the field?
Let's put them right next to each
Bring
other
them
and see
over
what
here.
happens.
Come over here with us, guys. Good hard count from Trusty, and he gets the whole team to jump off sides. So let's see.
I jumped off sides.
11,
all of us.
11 times 5, that's a 55-yard penalty, Steve. I don't make
Is that
the
how that
rules.
works? You told me you were going to read the rule book this week.
I did. I read it while driving up here, which seems dangerous, but I had to get it done. So.
Well, someone as talented as you can do that.
Thank you. Makes it 2nd and 2 now. Nice job by Trusty drawing him off sides.
Not the first time he's done that this season.
No. Quick handoff goes to Colonius. Left side, he's through the lane and finds a block downfield from DePay and into the end zone. So Colonius, the handoff up the middle into the end zone, and Osage with the big run, a 22-yarder from Colonius, and they tie this one up at 8.
What a great move by Colonius. He was beyond the line of scrimmage, kind of in the midfield, and just cuts to the right and breaking some ankles and just finds just open territory there and open field and touchdown. Here we go. Osage taking advantage of that great athletic turnover by Dane DePay, cashing in. We had to do that. Well done.
Hold is down, kick is up, and it is good from Clark to make it 9-8. Osage goes back in front by 1. We'll take a break. Back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
The focal point for almost any home is the kitchen. That's where you gather with family and friends. The staff at Cabinetry Pros can make your kitchen, bathroom, or laundry room beautiful and more functional, along with increasing your home's value. They offer products within everyone's budget and can help with remodels or new construction. For more cabinet ideas, visit CabinetryProsLLC.com or visit their showrooms in Sedalia and Lake Ozark.
Back here in Boonville, Osage gets the turnover and then takes it down the field and scores. DePay with the interception, and then he makes the block that springs Colonius into the end zone. Extra point good, and it is 9-8 in the second quarter.
And we're going to have an odd score all night, aren't we? With that safety, that's just
well, 8's an even number. I mean, you're a math teacher, right? Like, I don't.
True enough.
I mean, it's more of a prime score.
Is it really? Tell me about the prime number that you see on the board there.
Kickoff by the Indians. Colonius set to kick this one away. Osage up by 1, 9-8 here in the second quarter. Short kickoff. Let's see how Boonville reacts to this one. And it drops and immediately jumped on the Osage kickoff team coming down the field quickly, and it turned into a scramble situation there as that ball, I think the returner was expecting it to bounce up into his chest, but the ball just landed on the field and stopped, Steve, and then people just jumping all over it.
Well, we talked about the importance of contributions from your special teams, and I don't know. I think Boonville's struggling a little bit here. I wonder if maybe, I don't know. They tried that onside kick earlier. Maybe it's because they don't have a lot of confidence in their kickoff team there. Or I guess this was the receiving team, though. That's the second time, the first opening kickoff of the night. We ended up down there at the 5-yard line because they couldn't handle the ball.
Bishop back. He'll take the snap now, hands it off. Big hole up the middle, and then Stevens comes up and makes the play. Stevens leads the Indian defense in solo tackles, and there's another one for him on that first down play. Makes it 2nd down and 4. Coach Jolly calling something out to his team there. We can almost pick it up over here. That's how loud he's yelling.
Well, we can hear a little better now because the Boonville crowd is a little quieter than they were just about 3 minutes ago.
Steve, they're right there. They're real close. Pass out to the left side, bobbled, and then finally caught before the forward momentum is stopped. We'll see where they give it to him. Honestly, he bobbled it there and then caught it further back, but
with a 34.
What am I? I'm just a commentator.
Just a commentator.
Philanthropist.
3rd and 1 for the Pirates.
Caretaker.
Carrier of this show.
Okay. 3rd and 1, handoff up the middle, and he slips through the line. And that's Eli Stock, who has the touchdown for the Pirates. And he gets the first down for him right there, sets up 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. So Boonville looked like they were going to be an aerial attack team to start this game out, but they have found some significant gains on the ground. Now they pitch it out, left side. Looking for a hole, he has one. Breaks one tackle into the second level and picks up 9 yards on that run. Stock, not a real big guy.
2nd and 1 for the
Right on
Pirates
top
at
of the 50-yard line, it looks like. Again, it's a game of adjustments. They try to go for a deep pass again on that previous drive, and we made them pay for it, and now they're, okay, we're going to feed you the ball through some rushing here. Let's see if you can adjust to this.
2 wide receivers set for Bishop. Now he sends men out in motion. Trips on the right side with 1 running back. Bishop takes a snap. Looks out to the right, waits for his man, throws it down the field into a group of them and off of Blake Griffin's hands.
Pass intended for Blake Griffin is incomplete.
Sets up 3rd and short.
3rd and 1.
You know, it doesn't, I don't know if maybe it's just the deep ball's kind of jumping out to me here, but they seem to swing big every time they go back to pass. They've had just a few short passes, but.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. This is what I expected from Hallsville last week. Was a down-the-field attack like this, and it just never manifested, and it never got going for Hallsville. But Boonville has had no problems tonight, and tonight Boonville has had more time in the pocket than Hallsville had last week.
Right, when you get sacked 7 times, you know. That's
certainly more times than Daniel Jones had on Monday night. Stock hit at the line of scrimmage, but keeps the legs moving enough to pick up the first down and get into Osage territory.
1st and 10 Pirates at the Osage 47-yard line.
You hear it in the background, 1st and 10 from the 47.
This might be, you know, we haven't had many any really long sustained drives tonight. Even the touchdown that Osage just had was on a short field. Pirates eating up some clock and building some momentum.
Yeah, 8.5 minutes left to go here in the quarter. Little pre-snap motion, moving guys around. Bishop takes the snap, now pitches it out left for Stock. He's hit, but keeps his legs going again, kind of like Williams and Colonius have done. He gets hit and then just keeps going. Doesn't fall after first contact, and he's picked up a good majority of his yards after contact so far. Got 3 on that play, sets up 2nd and 7 from the 44, just under 8 minutes left to go here in the second quarter.
Boy, Osage really bringing it, though, defensively on that play. Looked like they were ready for the run, ready to defend that, and defended it pretty well. If not for the extra effort by the Pirate, they would have had a loss of yards there.
Play action, now looking to move. Kimry chasing him, now Drake Williams chasing him, and he has to get rid of it. And does so. Williams and Kimry, who had the sacks last week against Hallsville, get the pressure in the backfield. Bishop does a good job of tossing it out and getting rid of it. Sets up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, so he was out of the pocket there, outside the hash mark, so he could get rid of that without taking the sack. That's, you know, contrast that with when he was down the end zone earlier in the game and tries to get rid of the ball before being sacked, and that turned into the safety for him.
Now 3rd and long here for Boonville. Probably 2 down territory at this part of the field, though. Takes a snap. Kimry already in his grill that falls over. Bishop looking down the field. Flag down. Pass is incomplete. Lots of stuff happening on that play. We'll see what the flag is. Kimry had him to rights in the backfield and then slips on the turf before bringing him down. Allows Bishop to get out, but I think that's going to be holding on the Pirates.
Oh, Kimry was licking his chops for another sack there. He was coming down hard and fast and hot, and Bishop just kind of a little bit of move to throw him off and gets outside the pocket. But again, you know, when your quarterback goes outside the pocket, kind of shifts the field. When you're not prepared for that as a lineman, that puts you in a place where you might have some holds there.
Now, see what they're not doing tonight? They're not talking to the captain players about what they're going to do. They're just asking the coach. Remember last week when they just kept like bringing the players over and they're like, what do you want to do? And the player would just look at the coach. Let's circumvent the whole process where we bring the player into this.
Was it last week when we had the injured official as well? Was that last week?
I thought it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
California.
I guess.
They all blend together.
Indeed.
Third down and long. Now Bishop comes back left, has the screen set up over there, overthrows his man, and I think if DePay had known it was going to be overthrown, he might have had a chance to come down with a second interception there. Instead, it falls harmlessly out of bounds, and that'll be 4th and long. Likely a punting situation here for the Pirates. I wouldn't suggest chicanery.
Did you know someone said something not so nice about us on that particular game with the injured ref?
What'd they say?
There was a post apparently about on one of the videos. Why are the jerk announcers making fun of the official?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's fair.
I don't think were we making fun of the official?
No, we're just saying he was moving very slow because he had a
that.
leg injury, which is the fact.
It hurt my feelings.
It was definitely you. Short punt, but it was a short field to work with. Osage will start inside their own 20 now from the 17-yard line. 1st and 10, 7:11 left to go.
Osage will have 1st and 10 at their own 17.
Great opportunity here for Osage to, we got 7 minutes. That's a lot of time here, but a long, successful drive. Move the chain several times. Eat up a big part of this quarter. We'll get the ball, I believe, as we come out of halftime. Great opportunity to really turn this game.
Trusty hands off to Colonius. He scored the last Indian touchdown. Picks up 2 yards before being brought down now. Maybe 3.
Well, he had me looking. That was good. I like that play. I was following Williams and totally faked me out there. Can't fool you, though. You're right on top of it.
Just watch it like a hawk. Makes it 2nd and 7. It says 2nd and 9 up there. I don't think that's right. In fact, I think it's wrong. Pitch goes out to Williams. Edge sealed off. And now Williams past the 1st down marker, not even brought down, just gets knocked out of bounds. It's enough for Serdike Yamaha 1st down.
Forced out of bounds by Jacob White.
And that'll set up 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Osage.
Osage in front right now, 9-8, 6:27 left to go here in the second quarter.
You know, there's an experience I never want to have in my life, and I don't think it's going to happen, but I do not envy those defenders playing on the edge, seeing Williams just running downhill their way. That's a big old young man to be coming your way to try to bring down.
And now he goes up the middle between the center and guard. Carries a couple Pirates on his back. Picks up about 4, yeah. I think 5.
Williams on the carry.
Makes it 2nd and 5. Colonius, right side, follows his blockers, and it's enough for another Serdike Yamaha 1st down as he picks up 6, needed 5.
Jason Colonius on the carry.
Nice job by Colonius there, going left.
Hey, just being patient enough to let your block set up and just follow those big old boys. It doesn't always have to be the running back making all these fancy moves. Sometimes you just got to let your big boys do their job and follow them, and that's exactly what he did on that time. Shoot up some yards.
3-man in motion, going right to left, and that's where the pitch goes. Williams, left side, gets some blocks, now into the second level, into the third level, and he's going to be brought down near the first down marker. There is a penalty flag down at the line of scrimmage, though.
34 on the carry. There's a flag on the play.
Williams went for 10 there.
10 and 5 of it with bodies on him.
Yeah, and he got hit right after a yard and then just kept going for another 9. Personal foul, face mask on the Pirates, so it's going to add to the end of the play.
The Pirates.
These carries by Colonius and Williams, it feels like a little bit the Pirate defense just being worn down a little bit here. We're starting to get some bigger chunks than we were getting at first. When you got athletes like just as talented and quick as Colonius and just as strong and powerful as Williams, you just keep pounding. At some point, boy, it's hard to keep them down. And then you give them an extra 15 here with a personal foul. Coming into Osage territory. Going to put the ball at, 36?
36. So Osage will take over 1st and 10 after the penalty. Face mask. Move those LED lights.
Did I say, we're down Boonville. We cross midfield here. We're in Boonville territory.
The Pirate 36.
I don't know how they're doing it down there without some type of sleeve on. It's cold. Trustee hands off to Colonius. He tries to go up the middle. Good enough for about 2 yards before being brought down.
On the carry. Jacob White with the initial contact. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9.
Everything on the ground here so far in this drive to be expected from the Indians. Trying to control the clock here.
Yeah, chewed up a couple of minutes already. Again, Osage able to score on this drive. Looking at getting the ball coming out the half. I mean, this is a big part of the game here. Big part of the story for tonight.
Williams out on the edge. Good block from DePay. Springs Williams an extra step inside the 10 and slips inside the defense for the touchdown. Colonius and DePay set the edge with their blocks, and Williams with a shiver step right at the goal line to get into the end zone.
And that Aiden Williams is powerful and strong, but on that, he just showed his agility there on that play. Just finding the space, slithering through the defenders, just making the right shift and juke there at the right time to find pay dirt.
Extra point pending. Osage up 15-8 off that Williams run. Hold is down. Kick is up and good. Clark makes it an 8-point game, 16-8. We'll take a break. Back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
It's not called a farm won't or a farm can't. It's the Case IH Farm All Series, and it's available now at Crown Power and Equipment. And instead of telling you that the Case IH Farm All can do baling, mowing, pulling, raking, and digging, we'll just give you the list of things it won't do. Ready? Nothing. Get your Case IH Farm All Series today at Crown Power and Equipment and find out why Can Do comes in red. Crown Power and Equipment. Passion, power, performance. Find a location near you at crown-power.com.
Back here in Boonville, Missouri, Osage with the big run from Aiden Williams, and he's into the end zone to make it an 8-point game, 16-8. Blair Oaks over Eldon, 41-0. Waynesville 20, Bolivar 6. Camdenton 14-8 over Hillcrest right now in local lake action. We're nowhere near the lake now. This is not the lake area.
We are far, far, far away from the lake. The land of the pirates.
That's right. How do they even get here? I guess by river, right?
I know. I saw a pirate walking around here
I did
earlier.
see a pirate walking around here earlier, too.
How many pirates' names can you name?
6. Kickoff away. This one cleanly fielded. And now making his way up the field. Contact and then being brought down. First contact made by Eric Murphy.
Blake Griffin on the kickoff return.
Blake Griffin with the return.
Can we hang around for autographs after the game?
Nope.
Can we at least go to Wendy's?
Some of us have to work in the morning.
Oh, you do. You do. I do not. I am sleeping in the morning.
The frost advisory.
I'm definitely sleeping in
Sleeping
the morning.
I don't blame you. I told Mike Clayton and the rest of them, I said, frost advisory, get me out in it. I want
That's just
in
because
it.
you're a man of grit and fortitude, toughness.
I said, listen, if it's going to be 70 and nice, I'm out. 1st and 10 for the Pirates. They take over on this drive. 3 receivers out right on the short field for Bishop. He steps back in the pocket, steps up, and throws it right to John Kimry. And Kimry has it, looking to get to the end zone, slips one tackle, and it's going to be Bishop who knocks him out of bounds inside the 10. I got to be honest, I'm not real sure where Bishop was trying to go with that one, but he threw it right to John Kimry, and Johnny Osage with the turnover. A lot of confidence from him.
That. I'd have to watch that one again to figure out. I mean, that was it just looked like it was his route. Here you go.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
And just like that, everything going Osage way. I tell you what, John Kimry, Johnny Osage, doing a great job. When he has an opportunity, he's stepping through the door, whether he's punting the ball, whether he's on the line and defensively sacking the quarterback, or just taking a free ball from the opposing team's quarterback. He's making a difference.
Oh, Williams looking for the edge.
Did he get in?
He didn't get in, but he absolutely punished the Boonville Pirate trying to make the tackle at the goal line. Ran him over out of bounds.
Williams on the carry.
What a run by Williams. Doesn't quite get it in yet, but man alive, what a hit there at the goal line. And that interception by Kimry could be a breaker in this one.
And again, 4 minutes left. We're going to get the ball coming out half. We scored, 2 unanswered touchdowns, 14 unanswered points. Looking at a yard or maybe less for pay dirt again.
And we get it in, and it's Maverick Trusty with the quarterback sneak, putting it into the end zone. Trusty with the rushing touchdown.
Touchdown, Osage.
Mark it on your bingo card. Trusty rushing touchdown. It's probably the free one.
Right in the
so
middle.
Common.
We haven't referenced the bingo card since basketball season.
No,
Are you surprised?
That's because I've diversified my vernacular.
You have so many
without chicanery.
So many tools to pull from here that you forget. That was an oldie
well,
but goodie.
I was just reading the thesaurus the whole way up here. 22-4 after that touchdown. Osage going to go for 2. They draw the defense offside, so Trusty with the hard count makes it half the distance to the goal.
Hey, I'm going to say that this second quarter has belonged to the Osage Indians.
I believe so.
22-8 here with 4 minutes left.
Well, was that a sneak or was that a tush push?
I'm not familiar with the term.
That's where
tush
that's where
push.
you line up, like the quarterback lines up for the sneak and the guys push him from behind.
That tush push seems a little. That's kind of a soft term for football. We got to come with a harder name than that.
Nope.
Okay, tush push it is.
That's the official name for it. We'll see if that's what we play here. Trusty, nope, going to hand it off to Williams, and he steps into the end zone with 2 defenders around his legs. And the 2-point conversion is good, and it is now 24-8 after back-to-back touchdowns from the Indians to make it a 16-point game. We'll take a break. Be back with the kickoff after this. Listen to Cool 102.7 Sports.
At First Bank of the Lake, we offer some of the best CD rates. Kick back and watch your money grow. Earn 4.30 APY on our 15-month CD and 4.35 APY on our 26-month CD with a $5,000 minimum deposit. CDs combine security with great investment returns and make saving a cinch. Save more so you can do more. Visit First Bank of the Lake in Osage Beach today. Member FDIC. Other terms and conditions apply. Annual percentage yield. See bank for details.
Back here in Boonville, Missouri, Osage ripped off 22 straight points to make it 24-8 after the safety to start the game. Boonville scores, but it has been all Osage since then.
Yeah, at one point, again, 8-2, and I'm beginning to wonder what kind of night we're going to have. Osage just really struggling to have much success on offense, and now they've just exploded in this second quarter. And Boonville, and the quarterback from Boonville kind of helped us out a little bit, just throwing that free ball there to Johnny Osage, and he was just smart enough to take advantage of that opportunity.
Another chip kick, and the ball falls helplessly to the turf before finally being picked up and then immediately brought down. So this strategy from the Indians, and hey, listen, you'll give up letting the opponent start from the 30 if maybe 1 out of every 15 to 16 times you can come up with that football. What are the odds on that? 1/15. What's the percentage?
You're the stats guy. You're
7.5.
The eight. Well, don't we have a student here with us that is taking AP stats?
Is someone taking AP stats in this group? Both of you? All right, figure it out. Figure out what I just said, even though neither one of you were listening to me.
They're not listening? They're not.
Jackson, stop talking to them.
They're not listening to us?
No. They never do.
That's unfortunate.
Handoff up the middle, slipping 2 tackles before being brought down from behind. Good hard run there by Eli Stock, who has the Boonville touchdown here tonight.
Students not listening to me. That sounds too much like my day job.
Now I feel bad. 2nd down and 2 for the Pirates.
That's the second time I've made you feel bad tonight. I'm sorry for that.
It's okay.
Correction, gain of 9 on the play, 2nd and 1.
3:30 left to go here in the quarter for those that cannot see it on the internet stream.
Hey, they got a nice scoreboard.
They do, but it's way over there.
Yeah, I'd rather it be in a different location. I agree.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
It's sharp. They use it better than Jeff City.
I just need to say it more often.
That's what I hear. That's the word on the street.
Handoff up the middle, brought down in the backfield. Drake Williams, first one there, making contact. Bring him down. Well, they're going to say enough for a first down. I am confused. So apparently that was enough for a first down. I thought it was okay.
You disagree with the call?
I don't know what's going on. The guy with the LED sign's a little slow. Bishop
That's
out to the
nice,
left.
Greg. Now you're going to get another comment.
That's true. And the hit made right around the first down marker at the 50. And I think that's going to be enough for a first down. Yeah, and see, the guy didn't say that last time either, so I'm not the only one confused by what's going on here.
Well, if you're confused, Craig, I think it just goes without saying
confused?
that everybody's confused.
Oh, okay.
Or they're just clueless and don't know that they should be confused.
Here's the thing. If I'm confused, anyone listening certainly is. First down to run from the Pirates, picks up 3, 2nd down and 7.
Oh, but they could be watching
That's
and
true.
not be
They're
confused
like,
at all.
what do you not get about this, Craig? That's fair. Again, you can follow along on MoSportsZone.com or on YouTube at MoSportsZone.
I set you up there. I feel good about
Segue.
that.
Thank you, sir. 2nd down and 6 for the Pirates. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the half. Quick throw out to the left, wide open in the flat before being brought down.
Pass complete to Dakota Williams.
There's Dakota Williams coming up with it. And another Boonville Pirate first down.
1st and 10.
And Boonville putting together a little bit of a drive here now.
37.
Well, you know, if football's a game of trading punches here, offense, defense, they need to answer.
Okay, first of all, boxing is that game. I don't know what football game you've seen recently.
It was a lot of personal fouls.
Okay.
It was
3 wide receivers outright. No, he goes left to his man. Once again, same play. They're just stopping short. Osage kind of playing a prevent defense, not wanting to get beat deep, and Boonville just taking what Osage is giving them with short, quick hits.
Pirates 2nd and 2.
Makes it 2nd and 2 now. You can't be too aggressive here and give up something over the top, but Boonville just taking what Osage gives to him. Bishop looking back out left. Oh, and now there's the out and up.
Oh, wow.
And that was the play. Like, he stopped. He did the hook, Steve. DePay came up to try and stop it, and then he just ran right past the defender.
And Bishop just hold his helmet in his hands there.
Yeah.
Just like, I missed him. I mean,
that
wide open.
Listen, should have been a Boonville touchdown. 3rd and 2. Williams drops it. 90 seconds left to go in the quarter, in the half. Big play here for the Pirates. Handoff up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage. Keeps his leg going, though. Stock gets enough for a Pirate first down.
Stock on the carry, and that's good enough for a Boonville Pirate.
Can't tell if they mark how many timeouts are left on the scoreboard or not. I don't think they do. It's probably, I think Boonville took a couple already. We certainly aren't keeping track of them.
No, we are not.
Oh, screenplay. They set it up, and then Blake Griffin goes back and gets it, and now finds some blockers down the field, and Landon Childs makes the touchdown-saving tackle. And lots of Osage players streaking towards the quarterback there, and there was certainly strength in numbers there for the Pirates. Kudos to their front linemen for not getting downfield for a penalty, because Bishop held on to that one for quite a while. Now Bishop looking out left, gets it to his man. Splits one tackle, can't break another, and he's brought down just inside the 5. Under a minute to go here.
Pass to Ross Brockman is complete.
Ross Brockman with the reception over there, his first of the night. 3 receivers. Okay, now Coach Jolly wants a timeout.
Timeout, Osage.
Wants to talk about it, wants to try and slow down this Pirate offense a little bit as they get the ball down inside the 5-yard line now with under a minute to go in the half, trying to put some points on the board and chip into this Osage lead.
Yeah, things really clicking for the Pirates on this drive. You know, put in a situation where you don't have a lot of time, you got to be aggressive, right? You just got to go for it. That puts your defense in a pretty tough spot. Definitely building some momentum on here, but sometimes those last 5 yards are the hardest 5 yards to get here.
We'll see if Boonville can get it coming out of this timeout. Osage trying to keep them out of the end zone. They'll get the ball back. Well, I guess they'll receive the ball after halftime and take over. They like to go in with a large lead and build on that. Boonville definitely wanting to chip into this lead.
Well, again, after you give up, 22 unanswered points, you got to answer, and you got to answer now if you're going to stay in this game. They've done everything right so far in this drive. It's time for that Osage defense that was so, again, they've given up 8 tonight, but they remember what it was like when they didn't give up any last week. Yeah. This is time to be really stiff, be really stingy, keep them out of the end zone.
That timeout brought to you by Reagan Cabinets as we wind down the second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. Second down and goal inside the 5. Bishop back in the pocket in the shotgun.
For the Pirates at the 3.
Takes a snap, and he's going to run. And he's going to be hit and stood up, trying to go for the extra jump, and he does get it. Stretches out at the very end, and he gets the touchdown. With 39 seconds left to go in the half. So a big drive there from Boonville, putting points on the board. They're still down. I think this is a situation where they have to go for 2, though, 24-14.
It's a good play call, I feel like, by the Pirates there. Setting up for the pass, kind of a draw play there. And that was really all just Bishop's athleticism there. In fact, it looked like Osage had him stopped there, and he just kind of stretches out that long body of his.
And now there's the jump pass as Griffin takes the snap, moves up a step, and then throws the jump pass over. 2-point conversion is good, makes it 24-16. We'll take a break. Come back with the kickoff just before the end of the half here. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
Good drive there by the Boonville Pirates, chipping into this Osage lead as they get down the field. Make it 24-16 after the 2-point conversion is good. Osage will get the ball back with 39 seconds left to go here in the quarter. We'll see what they want to do. Last time Boonville scored, they went for an onside kick. Not really sure what to expect from their special teams unit here. And there it is, another kick, and it's going to be, it's recovered by Boonville, but they were offsides.
Yeah, I heard whistles blowing even before anybody had a chance to get to that ball.
Not sure what the call is there. I assume it's offsides.
And they're marching it back by 5, it looks like. Or, yep.
So, yeah, another onside kick there. That's odd.
And it's hard to tell, Osage response. We didn't get to the ball, but again, the whistles were all blowing, and that's just a lot of confusion on the field during that play.
Weird, wild stuff.
And are they going to bring it right back at us?
I think so. It seems like we might have this scouted because our return guys are not back deep at all. Like, they're pretty well up here. This might just be – maybe this is what Boonville just does every time. Oh, the Pirates up here with us, Steve. Do you think we can get him for halftime?
Oh, absolutely.
See if we can get him for halftime, guys.
I want to hear what kind of Pirate questions you would ask.
I would say, how much did it cost to get your ears pierced? And he'd say, a Buccaneer.
Well played. Well played. You haven't asked the question yet, by the way.
What's that?
The question.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about it. Do you have an answer?
I feel like I have an answer. We're thinking about the same question.
Yeah, we'll start the third quarter with it.
Okay.
Come back for that. Referees say we're good to go. And it's a short kick.
Oh.
And it's going to be fielded and brought down finally, trying to move up the field. Ball knocked out. Charlie Dooley had it and then lost it, so the returner had it. I didn't see who it was
Robert
there.
Dubs,
yeah,
I think,
Robert
had
Dubs
the
was
return.
bringing it up the field. He lost it. John Kimry winds up with it. I think he was actually – it looked like Dubs might have been trying to hand it off there to Dooley. Kind of a broken return there. But Osage retains possession, and they'll take over. At their own 38, they got a few timeouts, I think.
John Kimry has a gift at finding ways for his name to be called.
Yeah.
He's just always part of the action, it feels like. Even when maybe no one expects him to be.
Right there, I wouldn't expect Johnny Osage to come up with it. But Mr. Jonathan Osage came down with it. 4 wide receiver set out for Trusty. Trips over to the right side. Maverick sends a man in motion, and he's going to hand it off to Williams. Williams stutter steps at the line of scrimmage. Now goes up the field, splits between 2 defenders, and goes down. Clock is still running on 2nd and 5.
Don't you love it when you say 2nd and 5 on air and the guy on behind you?
I'm right.
No one doubts that.
So that's going to be the final play of the half. Nope. Trusty hands it off to Williams. He's looking out on the right side. Takes a stutter step and then knocked down after going out of bounds.
And that is the end of the first half.
And that's how the first half will come to a close. So Osage will get the ball to start the third quarter. We'll take a break. Back with the Hy-Vee halftime report after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Your local Lowe's tackles the competition this fall and backs its high school football teams this season. Lowe's wants its customers to do it right for less. Shop at Lowe's for all your tailgating needs and be prepared for autumn leaves. There's something for everyone at Lowe's. Easily located in Osage Beach on Highway 42. Score your own touchdown this season. Come in or shop online at Lowe's.com.
Every day, your Jefferson City and Osage Beach Hy-Vee pharmacies are committed to your health and wellness. If you're enrolled in Medicare Part B, Medicare Advantage plans, and most commercial plans, they'll cover up to 8 over-the-counter COVID-19 tests per month at no cost through Hy-Vee. Most plans cover these costs and no prescription is required. Stop in at your Osage Beach or Jefferson City Hy-Vee pharmacy and see the helpful pharmacy staff today.
It's indoors, it burns more energy than running, and most importantly, it's high-flying fun. Jets Trampoline Park has you covered from young to young at heart with a freestyle tarmac, skydiving foam pits, dodgeball, and more. Did you forget your kid's birthday party is next week? Don't get judged. Get a Jets Party Package. Pre-purchase your tickets now or get complete details at jetstrampolinepark.com or stop in and visit at 1075 Passover Road in Osage Beach.
My car! Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Should have remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
Distinction and high-end style can be had at Reagan Cabinets. Your kitchen is the heart of your home, a place for family time and socializing with friends. Bridgewood Cabinetry is available from Reagan Cabinets, featuring premium all-wood construction, old work dovetail joinery, and modern soft close features with a lifetime warranty. Bridgewood Cabinets are built right here in the Midwest, bringing you beautiful cabinets while adding value and style to your home. Stop by Reagan Cabinets in Osage Beach or visit them online at reagancabinets.com.
Back here in Boonville, Missouri, it's the Hy-Vee halftime report with Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Justin Wassel back in the studio for us tonight as the Indians play the Boonville Pirates. And while the score looks normal, Steve, 24-16, it was a very abnormal way to get there for both of these teams so far here tonight.
A safety, how many two-point conversions have we had here? 3 2-point conversions. And you're right, it looks like, hey, that looks normal. Maybe the 16, a little unique there. But, folks, what we have here is a ball game.
Yeah.
There were some points in the game. I'm still kind of wondering what kind of story we were going to see tonight. Osage down 8-2, coming towards the end of that first quarter, when they'd had some great opportunities to make a difference there and just really struggling offensively early on. And then they roar back with 3 unanswered touchdowns. And then, the Pirates say, okay, it's our turn. We're going to close out this half with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion of our own. And they're in it for sure.
3 rushing touchdowns from the Indians, 1 from Williams, 1 from Colonius, and Trusty getting into the end zone as well. So not kind of what we expected maybe with Trusty getting in there, but the rest of the Indians, it's been the rushing attack that's got the job done tonight. 2 turnovers for Osage. DePay came up with the interception, and then Kimry with 1 as well. And then both times those turnovers were turned into points. So Osage offense doing a good job turning the defensive turnovers into touchdowns.
It's hard to pick which one of those plays were more significant. Obviously, they both had a pretty big impact on that game. But when DePay gets that interception, we're down at that point, right? 8-2, and he's able what an athletic move to run that overthrown ball down and bring it back our way. And then again, we get the short field and we're able to really just change the momentum at that point, and then Ant follow up with 2 more touchdowns after that. That was, I feel like, just a really significant point of the story tonight. You said we're lots of rushing going on. We've carried the ball 29 times for 143 yards. Not much off our pace of last week running for over 300 yards. We've had 1 completed reception for 14 yards. And only thrown the ball twice, according to what I have here. Mark converted 2 of 5 third downs, and I'm not sure if that's right. I don't remember us going for it on 4th down. I've got that.
Yeah, very first drive.
Okay.
Inside the 5.
Yeah, that's right, because we were so far down the field. Yeah, I remember that. And then on the other side of the ball, the Pirates here, 15 rushes for 54 yards. Not a lot of yards there, but some of those were just key first down conversions. They were kind of surprising, but they get this stat line. Only 8 receptions that I have for 136 yards.
Yeah, the big play in that first half there, the throw to Blake Griffin, and he pulls it in, takes it down to the 5-yard line. Probably a 70-yard-ish play around that, and that's kind of what flipped the game on its head because the Osage defense was shutting down this Pirate offense so far in that first quarter. And it's just kind of like you said, it's just been a back and forth, both teams exchanging blows and punches between one another, and it's Osage on top right now. I would love nothing more than to come out and put points on the board with this first drive of the second half, though.
Yeah, that's going to be obviously very significant what we're able to do with the ball here. If you're in the locker room for the Pirates here and you think, okay, we just threw 2 interceptions that both resulted in touchdowns and we're still only 8 points behind here, hey, we get a stop and we're able to come back and answer ourselves, this could be our night. And, of course, with only one win on the season, they're looking for a night. So I think you stated that well. It's really imperative for Osage to come out and just kind of impose their running game on the Pirates here, have a nice long sustained drive and get a score, and just remind the Pirates, no, tonight is not your night. We don't want them believing going into the fourth quarter. We want to make a statement that this is our game.
But we talked about how, we shut out the Hallsville offense last week 23-0, and we come in here tonight to take on this Boonville team that scored 50 points against Hallsville a couple weeks ago. So we didn't really know what to expect coming into tonight. We knew they had the ability to put points up on the board. We were able to shut down Hallsville last week, but it just seems like Boonville has kind of gotten what they've wanted a couple times, and that long play has been there for them. They've been able to beat Osage deep a couple times, and Osage, no safety help, trusting their secondary to go one-on-one out there, and it's kind of bit them a couple times.
Yeah, and they're going to come out swinging just like they did. Again, we've talked about throwing the deep ball, the onside kicks here. They're going to be just as aggressive, if not more so, in this second half, and that's where, again, if we can just eat up some clock, chew up some yards, keep moving those chains, they can't be aggressive if they don't have the ball. And so that's going to be – go ahead. That's just going to be our return to that. You can do all you want in terms of onside kicks, but if you don't have the ball and we don't let you have the ball, then good luck with that.
It's the Hy-Vee Halftime Report live here from Boonville, Missouri. You can follow along and watch us live on MoSportZone.com. Sorry, I always want to do that over and over, and I've been really good. I haven't messed it up the last couple weeks, and then I came out there and did it. You can follow along on MoSportZone.com or look us up on YouTube at MoSportZone. The live video broadcast run by School of the Osage Tech Tribe here is synced up live with our broadcast, and we have a lot of fun bringing that to you each and every week. Proud and happy to do that. We'll take a break, be back with the rest of the Hy-Vee Halftime Report. Check out this Boonville homecoming ceremony here coming up after halftime. We'll break it down piece by piece, and we'll take a break and bring that back for you here. Osage up 24-16, Hy-Vee Halftime. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
High-Tech Auto Body and Towing and Professional Collision Repair, servicing the Lake area and Central Missouri for 28 years with 24-hour, 7-day-a-week repair. Accidents are scary and the repairs shouldn't be. High-Tech has the best complete collision repair, so should the need arise for towing or expert collision repair, remember one stop at High-Tech Collision and Tow. Your neighborhood tow team in the big yellow trucks, located on Highway 42 across from the high school. Call 348-9070 when you need us. The Butcher Shop in Camdenton, honored supporter of the Osage Indians and Camdenton Lakers. Come in Monday through Saturday for the finest cuts, entrees, sides, sandwiches, and dinner needs. Always serving fresh hot ribs for Friday night lights. The Butcher Shop Catering, custom catering with our recipes or your grandma's. We cook to order. Customer service is #1 for any event, any size. The Butcher Shop behind Central Bank in Camdenton, a proud supporter of high school sports.
As the bumps and bruises of football season and life build up on our bodies, wouldn't it be nice to soak away those issues in a brand new Bullfrog Spa from Pacific Pools? Enjoy stepping away from the rigors of life, the aches and pains of past and current injuries, arthritis, or stress of the workday. Get yourself into Pacific Pools and order your new Bullfrog Spa today. That now only takes under 21 days to construct and ship. Listen to the Lakers, take the field, all while soaking in your new Bullfrog Spa. Fall returns with the Friday night lights that always make us feel the best kind of nostalgia. Duncan Jewelry is committed to our multi-generational tradition of lending our support to ensure future generations celebrate victories beneath the lights that put the sparkle in the shine. From handmade in-store one-of-a-kind pieces to the industry's top brands, Duncan Jewelry has it all. Stop by Duncan Jewelry and see that pursuing our dream of providing meaningful jewelry to note the great milestones in life is the only play in our book. From the snap of the ball to the last play of the game, Danner Roofing and Construction specializes in commercial and residential roofing. Danner Roofing and Construction works hard all 4 quarters and completes every job from start to finish with no money down. No time is wasted on the clock, and the seasoned pros bring home the win every time. When your home or business is ready for a roof or repair, depend on Danner Roofing and Construction. 4 generations of roofing experience and the team to get the job done before the whistle blows. Look them up online and Facebook.
Sure, people say vaping is a safer alternative to smoking. It's safer than swimming with sharks while dressed like a seal, flying a kite in the middle of a lightning storm, brushing your teeth with toilet water. Just because people say vaping is safer than cigarettes doesn't make it safe. Do your part. Spread the word and the trend.
This message brought to you by the Miller County Health Center.
Ahoy, mateys! We be back here in Boonville for the Pirates and the Indians.
I can't believe you made it all the way to halftime before that came out.
I said I was going to do the whole game like that. 24-16 Indians in front of the Boonville Pirates. It is homecoming for Boonville here tonight, and they couldn't have picked a colder night to do it.
We are going to eat those words later.
I'm just saying, they picked a cold night to have
I'm just saying, it's going to be like way colder than this in a couple weeks, and we're going to think, I wish we were in Boonville.
Yeah, we will say that.
On the porch.
Yeah, on the porch. Although the wind has died down, I do appreciate that. There is no wind here.
That's true. The flag, that's good observation.
Well,
I hadn't
it's
noticed.
not blaring in our ears the whole time. You notice that down.
I'm grateful for that. Here comes the homecoming court.
Yeah, homecoming court.
High level of interest in the results of this ceremony, I'm sure, by our listeners.
Yeah, they want to know what's going on in this Barbie-themed homecoming here.
You say it's Barbie-themed just because you see pink?
No, look, the thing they gave me, Steve.
They didn't give me that. Oh yeah, you asked. Why did you ask for the homecoming program?
Barbie World
for Boonville's homecoming.
Well, I mean, we didn't want to know that Isaiah Escamilla is being escorted by his father Daniel. Isaiah's favorite memory from high school is any moment with his football brothers. There might be people from Boonville listening. I want to know that.
I have it on good authority that our listeners have no interest in our Barbie homecoming.
In Barbie or the Barbie homecoming?
Oh, let's just throw them all together.
Okay, that's fair. It's always interesting when you get scheduled as the other team's homecoming or court warming, and you have to sit through the process.
Well, and you always have these conversations about why in the world did we invite so-and-so to our homecoming so they could just, maybe they're a better team, they're going to stop us. But I'm going to say probably that's never even on the radar of any athletic director.
No, they're just like...
they're just like, we just got to have somebody here, apparently.
It can't be at the start of the season. It's just a home game in October-ish. That's it. That's probably just... how they figure it. Like, that's probably just the check boxes that get filled.
When I was younger, before I didn't really know what homecoming was, and I just thought that homecoming came after a stretch of away games, and then you came home. That's what I thought when I was,
that makes sense.
like last week. And then I figured out, it's all about everybody coming home. The graduates, all that, right? That's what homecoming is really about, right?
Yeah, everybody coming back home. What do you do if you don't have a football program, though? Do you have homecoming, or is it just like during a different sport?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Thank you.
And basketball has court warming, but I don't know.
Yeah, but
what
not
you do.
everybody has court warming.
No, I didn't know about court warming until in fact, I think where I went to school, it was still homecoming again. It's like we had 2 homecomings or something. Does that make sense?
And was it like you thought court warming was where they just let it get really cold, and then you would come in and warm the court with a set of heaters or blankets?
No more questions for you.
Well, I'm just saying, if that's what you thought it was, that's fine. That is canon now. Yeah, this is going to run over.
Are they allowed to do that?
No, I think as soon as time ends, football players come out on the field. Well, for home games, we give them the 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden the clock is just reset back to 3 minutes.
I mean, if you're in charge of the clock, you're in charge of the
That's
clock,
right.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, what are they,
You are in charge of the time.
what are they going to do?
Now, what did you think earlier when he stated, the announcer stated, that they had class competitions all week and the seniors came in last?
You know, honestly, I'm not completely surprised by that.
Really?
Like, we just had, okay, I'm at the middle school, which is a different field, but, you know, our homecoming week, we were tracking all these points, and so our 8th graders are the oldest group of students in our building, and they were in last place. You know, it's just like, I don't know, there's just something about, I think maybe you could argue a level of apathy increases as you get, you know, close to those transitions.
Yeah.
You know, you care less about maybe what's right in front of you because you're starting to look at what's ahead. Maybe, does that make sense?
And, you know, like you got the target on your back. So other classes are wanting to beat you. They're like, we want to beat the seniors on their senior year.
Right.
But not enough for them to finish last.
And then they're really excited about their win, and the seniors like, yeah, we don't care.
Do you remember who won the competition when you were a senior?
Not at all.
See?
Not at all.
Okay. Well, we won.
I do remember, I think, going to like homecoming dances, but I don't remember anything about anything else about homecoming.
Yeah.
It really wasn't on my radar too much.
I can't remember if we had dances or not back then. Have we always had dances for homecoming?
I would assume so.
Yeah. That makes sense. I clearly didn't go.
You weren't a dance guy? You weren't to go to the dance?
No, I was busy.
Were you a punga guy? You know, that's an Osage thing.
Yeah, that's right. I went to that all 4 years.
Were you part of the court there? You know what they
the tribal council?
Yeah, is that what it was?
No, that's Survivor. Which is kind of like punga.
I've never been to punga.
It's just like
Actually,
Survivor.
I have a role that I play in punga actually
Really?
every year. You know, because so my wife who works at the office, she's part of the team that checks in students as they're coming into punga, and so my job is to deliver pizza to the staff who are working in that event.
Whoa, that's a big job.
Yeah, so
Whoa.
I come in and we grab some Papo's pizza and some of their cookies, and we bring it in and drop it off, and I say my hello, and kind of, you know, think inside, I'm glad I don't have to stay here, and I head home.
Here's the thing. I think you have the most important job.
Bringing pizza for the staff?
Yeah.
They seem to appreciate it.
I kind of wonder why it hasn't parlayed and transitioned into this.
Oh, I love how you use the word parlay as we're here at Boonville with the Pirates. That makes me happy.
I'm calling parlay on the fact that you have not brought us pizza once. Wow, that was like the quickest ceremony of all time. I didn't think they were going to get it in. But
I didn't either. Are we about to, have we announced the winner yet?
Yeah, we did.
Well, congratulations to whoever won.
Congratulations to the winners, all the candidates, how they're out in sleeveless anything tonight.
Oh.
I don't know. It is very cold out.
Thanks for lending your cap, by the way.
Yeah, you look great in it.
It's helpful.
It's
the only. I've never worn Seahawks anything, but I'm a little chilly, so I'm glad to don the apparel tonight.
That's crazy. You haven't ever worn Seahawks stuff. You know, they've won a Super Bowl more recently than it doesn't. Yeah,
Explain to me again how you became a Seahawks fan.
I don't know. I think I was just trying to defy my father as a youth, and I just didn't want to be any part of, you know.
It's how you rebelled against your father's authority. Oh, yeah? We'll all root for the Seahawks.
My dad is still punishing me for it to this day. I don't know. I think it was just kind of like I was a kid, and I was like, yeah, I like the Seahawks.
Because in other ways, I mean, you're very much a Cardinals fan.
Yeah, I know, right?
You're very much an MU fan.
I was like, Dad, this is it. I'm not a Rams fan.
And that's right, because you guys, none of you are Chiefs people, right? Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. None of us are Chiefs people.
That's unfortunate, because that's the only Missouri team right now, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's all right. You know, it's tough to watch West Coast teams when you live in Missouri, but you just find a way to make it happen, you know?
Not a fantasy football guy, right? You haven't been doing.
You know, I gave it up cold turkey like 3 years ago, and really my enjoyment of watching football went up. But I came back this year with some college friends.
Oh, you're back in?
I'm back in.
How you doing?
I suffered the injury bug. I had Nick Chubb, whose ACL torn into a million pieces. I had I had Saquon Barkley, who suffered a leg injury. I had Aaron Rodgers. So,
Are
it
you
was
serious?
It's been a great start of the season for
What's your
me.
record?
2-2.
Okay, that's
which is 2 more wins than you.
That is 2 more wins than I have. Okay, here's the deal. I'm 0-4 in my league. That's awesome. There's another person in my league who didn't even realize she was playing. She just kind of got thrown in from last year. She's also 0-4. I've been trying, and I'm 0-4. She didn't even know she was in the league. She's also 0-4.
You are as good as the person not trying.
Yes. Yes. Assistant coach of our softball team, Coach Mackenzie Blythe, is who that is, who I'm referring to there.
Hey, great interview last week with Coach Dickerson by you, by the way. I heard nothing but compliments about how great she was and how great the interview was and all the good things she had to say about our program.
Hey, it is so enjoyable and just easy to interview good people. And I'm just really glad to let her tell her a little bit of her story there. I asked Coach Dickerson, Mr. Dickerson, my boss at the middle school, hey, what's the softball update today? And I mean, he's really confident that they're going to be looking at either 500 or maybe just over 500, record
wins?
for the season.
Oh,
wins.
that makes more sense.
500
What's the schedule?
wins.
What's the schedule look like? 500 wins.
That was their strategy. If we play a lot,
here's the thing.
We're going to win a lot.
We have to play 28 games a day, but if we do,
we are going to get some wins.
We're going to get those wins. Any other updates? Anything else we need to talk about going on around school, the Osage?
Yes. Hey, can I throw something? My daughter asked me to plug this.
She would like a raise on her allowance.
She wants a new car. Osage is hosting a blood drive.
Oh, okay.
October 11th. It's at the high school. It's open to the public. It's from 9:45 to 2:45. Show up anytime or sign up for a slot. And she's given me a number here. I guess you would text for a number. Is that what we're saying here? Can I just throw that out there in the air?
Ahead.
Okay. So you got your pens, pencils ready? I don't know. It's 417-227-5006. We'd love to have you part of the Osage High School blood drive. Students coming together, demonstrating some leadership, trying to do some good, make a difference, and you can help them by coming and being part of that blood drive. Again, that's October 11th at the high school from 9:45 to 2:45. I don't think you have to give blood that whole time.
How big is that cookie?
I think it is a come and go.
Okay,
right?
that's good.
That's
good. And I would be remiss if I didn't call out the fact that the Allens do have a Punga chief in it. That's correct.
I could only
Kenny Allen. No. Jason Allen was Punga chief.
Really?
Yeah.
He
could have stuffed the ballot boxes. I don't know how it worked back then. Like it might have just nobody was looking one night and he just threw like 100 votes in there.
I've not been to a Punga.
He didn't get my vote.
I hear it's kind of an event. How they recognize the
they got
chief,
dancers. Yeah.
And what do they call the girl? Don't know. I've never chiefess.
I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure.
But I hear it's kind of an event in terms of how they involve some of the upperclassmen in recognizing that.
Yeah.
And I guess if people who've been there, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And
but for those who don't,
they're
you
kind
didn't explain it well.
I did not explain it well because I've never seen it. I've never been there.
That's fair. No, they have people that are dressed up and they dance around and they hand out the awards to the winners.
We're currently having technical difficulties
Well, that makes one of us.
We are currently
with everything.
Eldon trailing Blair Oaks 48-0.
The public
It's the
announcer.
Maiden. It's the Maiden.
The Maiden.
Yeah, the Maiden.
Did they just come to you?
In a text.
Who was your source of information? Oh,
the chief.
Okay. The chief, yeah.
The chief himself was telling me what's up. He's the one who also said that don't say Judge Judy anymore. Use night court for a legal procedure. And I said I couldn't because you look too much like Bull.
As in I look too much like Bull.
Yeah, not him.
Okay.
He's more of a John Murrow. These references are so dated. Mike Bissell's the only one that understands these references right now.
There is a new night court, right? Have we talked about this already?
Yeah, it was
We
on like
referenced this?
Peacock or something.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
I'm too busy watching Suits.
Yeah. Well, just riveting conversation the whole way up here with these Osage students talking about their likes, interests. I even got into their schedule, breaking down their schedule.
You did. I was like, what's next, Craig?
Yeah, I was really getting to know these kids.
What's your address? I didn't know.
Now, what's your Amazon password?
Could you write that down for me?
You know what? They're taking more college classes than they are high school classes.
Hey, there's some talented, intelligent students.
But on the drive up here, they did promise to make us something in ceramics class, so I'm pretty pumped about that. AP Ceramics.
Throwing there on the wheel, seeing what they can work out.
Yeah, and if you guys need to work together on that, if that's a two-man project, they're agreeing. I think
is Brooke also in ceramics?
Are you in ceramics? She wishes she was. We'll get you something.
Shout out to Miss Whitney Carnahan.
Yeah.
Just talented, just incredible. One of those special teachers.
Mm-hmm.
She's impacted my kiddos, even impacting my oldest daughter, who's not even in high school anymore, who has become an art teacher.
Yeah.
Been a great mentor for her. How'd we get here? We
Miss
start talking
Adams
about
Art. And the alliteration continues.
But if you could add the pirate accent to the alliteration, I think
Miss Adams Art.
See? That's what it was missing.
Miss Adams Art alliteration.
People are pleading.
Oh, gosh.
Kick the ball off, please.
Yes, the technical difficulties finally done. Third quarter gets underway here. The Indians will receive the kickoff. And a cowbell from the Pirates. That makes sense. And there's that onside kick once again. Childs receives it, and he's going to be taken down right at the Osage 47. So great field position for Osage. And again, I think Boonville's, train of thought with these onside kicks is like, hey, we're going to give up field position if we can just recover one of these, like every 7.5% AP stats.
Risk reward. If we can get one,
at their own 47.
the more we do it, the odds are in our favor kind of thing. But again, you're giving an Osage offense a short field here.
So Trusty will go under center. Williams and Colonius behind him. Takes a snap, quick handoff to Williams. Big hole up the middle. And he goes through, picks up about 5. Let's see what the announcer behind me thinks.
34, Aiden Williams on the carry. Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5 for Osage.
He's in agreement. That was an impressive run. I love those kinds of runs where Aiden is just, churning those legs, but he's also just got his blockers kind of moving the whole line with him.
Yeah.
You get 5 yards like that in a chunk every first down, you're going to keep moving those chains.
That's what he averages coming into tonight, 5 yards a carry. Now Williams out right side, trying to slip through 2 defenders. Brought down after a gain of 1. Sets up 3rd and short now for the Indians. Big play here coming up for Osage on the first drive of the second half.
Pirates able to kind of get some pressure defensively on the line and force Williams to kind of bump out to the edge there. And again, we've talked about, when he's running, horizontally, that's a great way to slow him down. That's why I like that pitch play they run, get him on the edge a little quicker.
Jussie takes a snap. Here comes the blitz. Williams trying to get into the second level, slips off a tackle, keeps the legs going, and I think he gets enough for a Serdike Yamaha first down.
Aiden Williams on the carry. Braylon Ellison on the tackle.
Moving the sticks, going to spot the ball at the 42. No.
Okay, first off, they're LED lights. And that is going to be enough for a
Did I
first
say
down.
chains again?
No, you said sticks. That's
Sticks.
Close enough, yeah. Close enough. This third quarter brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement. Trusty back in the shotgun. Hands off to Williams, and he's got a good-sized hole now and just bowls over a defender before picking up an extra yard there, making it 2nd and short after that 9-yard carry.
Taking it maybe about the 33-yard line there. It's all Aiden Williams so far in this drive. I've never, obviously, played running back, but I don't know how many times you can carry the ball consecutively before you're like, okay, I need a breather here. But he is carrying this drive so far.
This handoff goes to Colonius. He's on the right side, slips through, and if he had kept his footing, he might have got it into the end zone. but got tripped up right outside the red zone. So Osage have a first down.
22-yard line.
Line opening up some holes for our young men, and then after they get beyond the line of scrimmage, man, they're just keeping those legs churning, showing some impressive just agility and balance, and moving those LED lights again.
Williams takes the carry. Oh, and just knocks a man over, gets a push from behind by Charlie Dooley, and I think that's going to be a penalty on Dooley because he was just shoving Williams from behind. I'm not sure the legality of that push. But Williams bowled a man over and then just ran roughshod into the end zone, and it's going to be a hold on Osage.
Against Osage.
So, again, as you talk about, it's where the penalty occurred that impacts where this ball is going to be placed. Obviously not going to get the touchdown, but I don't know what we're going to be looking at in terms of down and distance.
First. And yes.
So that touchdown's going to come back, and they're going to still gain 5 from it.
It's going to put us in
more than that, I guess it looks like, maybe 6.
First and 3. It's going to put us in the Crown Power and Equipment red zone. First drive of the second half for the Indians. 9:10 left to go here in the third quarter.
I tell you, that was an impressive drive, or impressive run on him on his part.
This time brought down at the line of scrimmage, so it'll stay second and short.
That kind of carry, I just don't know how as a defense it's not just
Williams on the carry.
Just breaking you down when you have a running back just run over you like that. Just debilitating.
Brought down for no gain.
Second and 3 at the 15. Trusty to Drake Williams on the left side, and he slips through the tackle and the guard. Colonius went out a few plays ago whenever he got tripped up and wound up taken down. Looked like he was holding his arm. I don't think it was anything too serious, but he was holding his arm in some kind of pain. Drake Williams came in for him and took that carry right there. Enough for Surdike Yamaha. First down inside the Crown Power and Equipment red zone here in the third quarter, brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement.
And this is what you do to a team that says, okay, you want to do an onside kick every time. That's great. We'll take the short field, and we're just going to run the ball. Eat up some clock and make you wish you hadn't done that.
Williams trying to get to the edge, pushed out of bounds, a loss of 1 or 2 there.
Rhodes Leonard forces him out of bounds.
So tough attempt there from Aiden as he tried to pick up some yards.
Yeah, second time on this drive that the defense has been able to kind of get up, kind of push that line back and force Williams to run horizontally towards the edge, and he was never able to, get around the corner and make some progress.
Now Williams up the middle. Got his yardage back, but that sets up third down and goal from the 10-yard line.
Well, you would assume this is 2-down territory here. Let's see. Well, we got a kicker. I hate to say that. Brady Clark can definitely
lack
put
of
it
wind
through.
now. I mean, the wind was a major factor in the first half. Trusty looks like he's trying to draw him off sides here. Now he'll look. Sideline timeout. Brought to you by Reagan Cabinets.
Timeout. Osage.
We'll take a break and see what Osage does here on third down. 7:28 left to go in the third quarter. Osage up 24-16. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
If you're a seafood fanatic, then you've got to get to Tucker's Shuckers, where they're serving up fresh fish, shrimp, lobster, and oh yeah, don't forget the oysters. Shuck yeah! But if that's not what you're craving, you're sure to love their steaks, burgers, and wings. Tucker's Shuckers has 28 beers on tap, with happy hour food and drink specials every Monday through Friday, and lots of indoor and outdoor seating on their multi-level patios. Tucker's Shuckers Oyster and Tap. We shuck 'em, you suck 'em at Tucker's Shuckers in Lake Ozark on the Bagnell Dam Strip.
Back here in Boonville, Missouri, big third down coming up for the Indians as they have an 8-point lead, 24-16, driving down the field and stop now around the 10-yard line. They had a touchdown run called back with a holding penalty, so we'll see what happens here on third down.
Greg, how many Pirates would it take to bring you down?
Nothing can bring me down.
I love it.
4.
That would have been better if that was your first answer. But you bought yourself a little time. I appreciate that. Good strategy.
What about you? How many Pirates would it take to bring you down?
Well, I think I just need more information.
You don't. You're not getting any.
Do the Pirates have peg legs? Do they have hooks? Are they one-eyed pirates? I mean, there's so many different categories of pirates here that if they're all like peg leg pirates with a hook and one eye, I think I could take several.
You think so? Okay. Drake Williams runs left, picks up 2, makes it 4th and goal, and Osage will bring out the field goal unit. Yeah, I would think it would be easy to navigate around a peg leg pirate. And especially if they had bad depth perception. That would definitely make getting around them easier.
See? Oh. Oh, did it bounce?
Oh, and it hits the upright. The field goal is no good. Man, bounced off that upright. Unbelievable. That upright itself is not very big. So to hit it with the football like that.
Hey, if you could do that on purpose, if you could step up and say, how much would you give me if I could kick this ball and hit that left upright on purpose? That would be impressive.
The doink.
Nice, powerful kick by Brady Clark. Just inches off, hitting that upright and then bouncing back on the field.
And you know, here's the thing. Great kicker so far this season, but the ball was over on kind of near the right hash. That's hard to do for a right-footed kicker to come back to the left like that. So field goal no good, goes off the upright. 8-point lead still for the Indians. Boonville takes over here. Handoff on the first play. First contact. Now he's breaking off 3 or 4 tackles and keeps going. And Eli Stock with the carry. And those are the kind of runs that are going to build momentum for the Pirates.
Well, again, it kind of mirrors that run that we saw by Aiden Williams that unfortunately was called back for a touchdown. Just the kind of determination from a young running back that says, I'm not going down easy. You're going to have to wrap up. You're going to have to make a tackle, and maybe even that's not going to be enough.
Man in motion for Bishop. He'll take and hand off. Looking to go up the middle. And brought down shortly past the line of scrimmage. Gain of 2.
Eli Stock on
Spotting the ball here about the 34-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
Osage up 24-16, 5 minutes, 54 seconds left in this third quarter. We talked about how important that opening drive was for the Indians, and it was a good drive that just couldn't capitalize there. Now the Pirates find themselves in a position that if they can have a successful drive, really tightening this game up.
4 receivers set. Bishop back, looking for a quick throw. And out to the left and catching it while on the ground. So we've seen that a couple times tonight. Dakota Williams. King candidate Dakota Williams. Maybe it's not king and queen here in Boonville. Maybe it's like captain.
And?
Also captain. Double captain. First down for Boonville. 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Man in motion pre-snap. Bishop takes it. It's a pass. Has all the time in the world. Now rolls out to his right. Throws out that way. Catches his man. Slips 1 tackle. Back inside and down. That is Blake Griffin with the reception. Flag on the play.
The announcer, you probably heard that, just catching himself mid-thought, mid-sentence as he sees the flag on the play, realizing that we're pretty excited about that first down, but we might be coming back. And it looks like the Pirates are walking back the other direction here.
Personal foul, morphin' time. What is that call?
I don't know. We're supposed to know that, though, I feel like.
I must have missed that page in the rule book. It was a personal foul of some kind. Personal foul, morphin' time. Okay, that's what he says.
Personal foul against the Pirates.
Yeah, but what kind, announcer?
And that's just,
That's a
marching
momentum
them
killer
back,
there, yeah.
taking that ball all the way back on the other side of the 50. We're going to spot that about the 32-yard line.
That'll make it first and 20 for the Pirates. 4 wide receivers set. Made in motion to the right, trips right now. And that's where Bishop looks. Now comes back left, finds his man on a screen.
Oh,
and he
boy.
has room over there on the left side. Slips one tackle, has a couple Indians left to beat. Childs knocks him out of bounds, but the damage is done. Another big gain, and we've seen Boonville do this a couple times tonight. Explosive offensive plays. And there they set up the screen on 1st and 20 and pick up the big gain to get just outside the red zone. Landon Childs making the play to save the touchdown.
Well, that's not the first time we've seen the Pirates use our aggressiveness as we're pursuing the quarterback against us.
And now Childs with the interception as the ball is thrown right to him. Trying to throw a fade route and just did not get enough air under it and throws it right to Childs, who comes down with it. So Childs makes the touchdown saving play and then gets the interception off the huge turnover there.
And again, a ball that was just underthrown, right? You know, you could almost argue that the receiver for the Pirates had a little step, had a little space. Childs played it well, played the ball, underthrown ball, and then smartly just downs it in the end zone there. We're going to get at the 20, coming back this our way with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in this quarter and an 8-point lead.
Third turnover of the night for the Pirates. The first two Osage has turned into points. Let's see what they do here. 24-16, Indians in front. Trusty hands off to Aiden Williams. He goes right side, splits the defender. It looks like he's going to get about 6 to set up 2nd and 4. Good run there from Aiden. Again, when you're picking up yards, 5 yards a rush really helps out. That's my take on it.
Well, 2nd down
it's
and 4.
Good.
Yeah, on this end of the field, you want to bell. That's a low-risk play.
And now Drake Williams gets it. He gets a hole on the right side, brought down from behind, but not after he already picked up the Serdike Yamaha first down.
Drake taking advantage of the opportunity he's getting here, bringing that ball up to the 35-yard line. Certainly hope that Colonius is okay and going to be back soon. But, boy, he looked pretty impressive on that carry. Quick, agile, slippery. Great job by the young man.
Williams brothers in the backfield. And it's going to be Aiden getting this one with a big block by Drake. And now Aiden into the second level across the 50 and into Boonville territory. Drake, the lead blocker on that one, and he springs the run for Aiden, who picks up a big gain and puts the ball on the other side of the 50. Good run. Good blocks.
Hey, what a cool experience to see, two brothers out there on the field helping each other out, fighting for each other.
I would never block for my brother. He'd have to block for me.
I would block for the Chief?
Robert Parrish or Jason Allen. Ooh, handoff goes to Drake, and he mishandles it and then keeps going forward. And he picks up about 7 yards on that one to set up 2nd down and 3.
Rose Leonard and company in on the tackle.
You say a gain of about 6 for Drake there. It looked like he was going to fumble that handoff. I don't know if you saw that, did you?
Yeah, I did. It looked like it was popping out for sure.
Instead, gets a good run out of it. 40-yard line. Second and 4. Osage driving down the field after that turnover in the end zone.
Boy, it's nice to have the depth at running back that Osage has shown with Drake Williams here.
Williams stood up at the line of scrimmage and driven back, and now a big 3rd down play here for Osage coming up.
And that was Aiden Williams, right?
Yes, sorry. I need to be more specific now with Colonius out.
I wasn't correcting you. I was just trying to make sure I had the
for no gain.
Saw the right thing.
3rd and 4.
Big third down here.
Under 2 minutes left to go. Handoff goes to Aiden, and he's got a head of steam on him as he gets past the first down marker, and it is another Serdike Yamaha first down. And Aiden
Williams on the
determined with that run, Steve. When he got the football, he was going to get that first down. And he did.
Well, it's just impressive when we need 4 long yards here. You know, a lot of teams might be tossing the ball there. We're going to give it to our lead back, and he's not just going to gain 4. He's going to gain 10 or more yards there. Just, again, kind of just spirit-breaking kind of carries on those third downs.
That's 12 feet. That's an Andre the Giant and a half. Trusty hands off. Aiden Williams now knocked back. There comes a flag out. Aiden gets out to the sideline, knocked out of bounds after a yard. Holding on the offense, so that's going to be 1st and 20 right then and there. That penalty came at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to put Osage in a hole now.
Yeah, I hate those. Just, again, drive-breaking kind of penalties after such a good run by Aiden to get that first down. So we're going to spot the ball back at the 40.
Now this Boonville wind picking back up. Can feel it.
I'm not a fan of the Boonville wind.
After the penalty.
Or actually anything Boonville related, I don't think.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. Is there something I should be a fan of?
I don't know.
Okay.
Trusty gets a play from the sideline here on 1st and 20. And Osage will take a timeout, brought to you by Reagan Cabinets, as they want to discuss what they're going to do here on this 1st and 20 play.
Well, the whole playbook's open, right? I mean, 1st and 20, we've seen, we know that Williams has the potential to rip off some long plays. Drake's in right now, and he's shown some athletic ability and talent here carrying the ball. So you're certainly not in a position where you feel like you need to gain those 20 yards right back here on this play.
Be cool, though.
It would be all right. I'd get excited about it.
I think that'd be okay if they got a 20-yard gain right now.
But I'm just saying you don't have to take unnecessary risk right here at this point of the game. You're in the driver's seat. You've got the ball. Time is on your side right now. So use that to your advantage.
1:08 left to go here in the quarter. 24-16 Indians out in front of the Pirates.
After that second quarter, which it seemed like, man, just what an eruption of offense. Really, both teams contributed to that. And then the score has not changed, right, in this third quarter.
That is correct.
I would have looked really foolish if you told me I was wrong.
Actually.
I do like that. That's a nice scoreboard.
That is a nice scoreboard. Why is it so far away?
We're just used to the scoreboard being right on the opposite side of the field. It does seem close, but that's...
Yeah. Bring our fans over here and put the scoreboard over there.
Who do we talk to? Let's make that happen.
Not hard.
Start tonight.
Handoff goes to Drake Williams, and he's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage, looking to make a move.
Jacob White.
Cannon over Hillcrest, 28-8.
For no gain. 2nd and 20.
Eldon still trailing Blair Oaks. Don't have the exact score, but it was 51-ish to nothing. Let's say 55-0. That one's over. Blair Oaks has won. 40. Sorry.
So they're done, and we've got a quarter left here.
Yeah. 35 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Osage up by 8. Trusty takes a snap. And he is looking for Charlie Dooley.
Did he get it? No.
No. He had him. And I think just Charlie was looking for it over his right shoulder, and it came over his left. I like that play call there, and we got the look that we wanted.
And he was wide open.
Yeah, couldn't quite drop it in there.
3rd and 20 for Osage.
Wide open. Again, swinging for the fences there. Now we've got ourselves in a 3rd and 20. What do you do here? You caught him by surprise a little bit on that.
Yeah, you're not going
previous
to catch him
play.
with anything. Surprise it. Maybe you put yourself in a 2-down territory. Osage going to get a delay of game here, Steve, as well. So it's going to be 3rd and 25. They couldn't get that play off. Nope, it's going to be a timeout Osage. So Osage going to burn 2 timeouts on this drive. A close game like this, you hate to see that happen on a drive in the 3rd quarter.
What do we get on timeouts and a half?
3.
3? Okay, so we've got 1 left then.
Yeah, and they don't keep track of those anywhere.
That's loud.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Everyone is wide awake here in Boonville after that PA system. Good song, though.
You like this one?
Yeah, this is a good one.
What is this song, Craig?
I thought it was Space Jam. The song from Space Jam.
Well, that'd be appropriate for a football game.
I don't know the girls have a routine to it.
Well, it says on the screen there, pirate dance. This is something they do.
Pirate-ib, dance-ib.
You got 2 more quarters and that's it.
Nobody gets that, I think.
I don't even get it. 3rd and 25 for the Indians in the 3rd. Trusty steps back. Now looking down the field, has his man Noah Stevens, and that's going to be enough for a first down. So Trusty moving around with his legs. What else would he move with? Buys some time and finds Noah Stevens down the field. What a heady play from the quarterback there.
Yeah, again, he was almost in the grasp of the Pirate defenders there.
And their hooks.
It was the one legs, the peg legs that slowed him down there.
And that's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Osage will be inside the Crown Power and Equipment red zone to start the 4th quarter with 1st and 10. No score here in the quarter between these two teams. 24-16 after 3. We'll take a break. Back with the final quarter of play after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Your money management is now manageable. With an account from Central Bank, you'll have all the tools and technology you need to move, manage, and maximize your money the way you want, when you want. And you have the perk of local branches right in your community when you need some one-on-one time. Because we do banking better. Open your account online or in person at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. Strong roots. Endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
Dooley Overhead Doors has been the trusted name around the lake area for dependable and quality garage doors. Great customer service with an outstanding reputation. Dooley Doors delivers the highest professionalism start to finish. Download their app and look them up online. Dooley Overhead Doors, conveniently located past School of the Osage on Highway 42, and is a proud sponsor of Osage Indians football.
4th quarter about to get underway between the Pirates and the Indians. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams. Justin Wassel back in the studio for us as the Indians have 1st and 10 inside the Crown Power and Equipment red zone at the start of the 4th quarter. Brought to you by Meeks Lumber, the builder's choice. Trusty hands it off to Williams, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage and able to get back to it before being brought down. Osage, any points here makes it a 2-possession game. Wind has picked up a little bit, so this might be 4-down territory. Brady Clark had a field goal go off the upright in the 3rd quarter. Closest any team came to, well, I say that, but Landon Childs got an interception in the end zone. Both teams came close to scoring and couldn't do it. Now Williams looking to get to the edge. There's a little stutter step before being knocked out of bounds.
34, Aiden Williams on a carry. Rhodes Leonard.
Only a pickup of about 1, maybe. Sets up 3rd and long for the Indians once again. Trusty made some magic happen on the last 3rd and long. It was 3rd and 25. Might have to do something here. Bringing the play in from the sideline. Clock stopped. 11:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. 8-point lead for the Indians. 3rd and 11, they're going to say.
Deep enough here that you could consider, 2-down territory or even the field goal possibility.
Trusty's going to hand it off to Williams, and they saw it coming. Trying to go left side, and he got brought down.
Again, bringing the pressure in the middle defensively and forcing Williams on the outside has worked pretty well for the Pirates here.
So big fourth down here, and it's going to be 4th and 16. We saw Osage convert 3rd and 25 earlier. This is a big ask, though, to continue to do that over and over. Trip receivers outright. And that's where Trusty rolls out to.
Got a timeout, it looks like, from.
Yeah, timeout Boonville before this snap.
This is the second time here that in this half that Osage has really, gotten to that red zone, threatening to score. And they just kind of stall out from, really penalties of what has been pushing them back.
So, Steve, we got Boonville in their home blue jerseys, blue helmets, blue pants, white and black shoes. Steve, what bar are the Boonville Pirates?
Oh, I totally thought you were going a different direction with that. Okay. I really think that there's a little blue in a Baby Ruth. I do.
Here's the thing.
In the lettering there?
That's a Nestle Crunch bar.
You think so? Or what
More
about,
than a Baby Ruth.
What about Payday?
It's okay. Listen, I'll give you Almond Joy.
Oh, that's much better.
Well, yeah, because I'm good at this.
It's your game. You're good at your game.
You should be studying
Craig.
these jerseys
You are good at your
week
game.
in and week out.
Now, wait a minute.
Payday.
Almond Joy and Mounds. Which one is more?
I think Almond Joy is the blue one. That's the one my mom likes. 3 wide receivers outright for the Indians here on 4th down. Trusty rolls out to the right now, looks back to the left. It's one-on-one out there. DePay tries to make a play. The ball knocked down in the end zone, incomplete. Another turnover on downs, and Boonville will take over down by 8 with 10:31 left to go here in the 4th. Got the matchup they wanted there, Steve. One-on-one out there on the edge. Threw it up to DePay, and he had Ross Breckman to beat. Ball knocked down, and it's a turnover on downs.
Both defenses really just kind of almost a stalemate in that third quarter there. Neither offense able to break through. Boonville with the ball here in position. They're in the drive. Although they're down by 8 here with the ball. In the driver's seat of this game right now.
First down for the Pirates. They take over at the 24-yard line. Bishop back in the shotgun. Looking out left to set up the screen. No, they're going to throw it deep to their man. DePay knocks it down, though. Nice job by DePay. That pass was kind of on point, but DePay had good defensive positioning there and just knocked that pass down.
Hey, Osage doing a great job just converging on the ball there. We end up with really what you could argue was triple coverage. I think the quarterback Bishop kind of telegraphing what he's going to do there.
Well, they ran blockers out to the side to make it look like it was going to be a screen and then threw it deep. Nice job by Osage, though. Looking out left, there's the quick reception. The ball comes out, and it's going to be a matter of if that's a complete pass or not. And they're going to say pass incomplete. And I tell you, at higher levels, that's probably a completion and a fumble, Steve. Like straight up.
Again, you talk about at higher levels, was he able to make a football move, right? Was he able to catch that ball and make a move with it? It looked like he did to me. But again, the guys at Stripes have, they're a lot more, they're closer to the action. We'll trust them to make that call. On that particular play, anyway.
3rd down and 10. Blake Griffin in motion. Now Bishop rolls out. He's going to try and run for it, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds short of the first down marker, and this is going to be a huge decision with a little over 10 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. What will Boonville do on 4th and 3? Well inside their own field.
Yeah, my first instinct is you can't go for it here. If again, risk reward. The risk is if you don't get this, that could be the game. That could be the night for you. If you just punt it, you live to hopefully get the ball again. You know, your defense has played solid this third quarter, this half. Give them another chance is what I say, but nobody's listening to me.
They try and draw the Indians off sides and then take a timeout. Brought to you by Reagan Cabinets. We'll take a quick timeout, too, and see what Boonville does on fourth down. Osage up by 8, 24-16. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Honor, pride, hard work, and integrity. Cornerstones for Osage Indian football. And Michelle Lewis Caldwell Banker Lewis & Associates. With 23 years experience and a team built on playing every down, you can reach the end zone buying or selling a home with the Michelle Lewis team. Backed by 100 years of the Caldwell Banker brand. Michelle Lewis & Associates fight hard every quarter for your real estate deal. Huddle up at their Stonecrest Mall office and let them win for you. Online and Facebook.
Payday bar. You're going to be kidding me. Back here in Boonville. Fourth down coming up for the Pirates. 4th and 3 on their own 31. What would you do?
Oh, I'm definitely booting the ball.
Yeah.
And I'm trusting my defense to give me a chance. I just don't think you're quiet with this much time left on the clock. You don't have to be that desperate. Give your boys a chance. I think making a coach decision like going for it at this point, it's putting it too much in your hands, right? Let the boys play the game.
Bishop's back in the shotgun, and he's got receivers out everywhere. Look for maybe a quick out here to Williams. They've done that quite a few times where he's just kind of caught it on the ground. But it might be that out and up play too. Looking out to the right side, and he's going to get just enough. The 4 yards for the first down is Blake Griffin.
And that's good enough for a Boonville Pirate.
So they keep Griffin in for a block, and then they kind of slip him out in the backfield to get the pass out to him, and it's enough for a first down. Now clock running. We're under 10 minutes to go here in the game. Boonville still down by 8. Looking to drive down the field here. 3 wide receivers out left. Yeah, and that's going to be a false start. The receiver on the far side of the field just took off a smidge before the snap. That'll make it 1st and 15 after the penalty.
So does converting on first down justify it? Was that the right call to make when it goes your way?
It's a good question, yeah. If you got a play that you're confident in and you feel good about, still, though, anything can happen. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm glad I'm not paid to make those decisions because they're tough ones.
It's consistent with how he's been coaching tonight,
yeah,
though,
for
right?
sure, for sure. The onside kicks and everything in between. 4 wide receivers out for Bishop. He takes a snap, now hands it off up the middle. And getting past the original line of scrimmage and then some. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Gain of about 9.
2nd and 6.
And Stock has been good on the ground here tonight. Boonville has got the chunk of the majority of their yardage on offense through the air. Here they try to get it out to their guy. That ball might have bounced off the ground. DePay first to make contact, and Osage knocks him out of bounds after a gain of 2. 3rd down and 4 now. Getting it out to Ross Brockman.
Great pursuit and support, really, by the Osage defense there, sniffing that out. They got a few yards here, but sets up another big 3rd down on this drive. Of course, when you've already shown that you're going forward on 4th earlier, why would you not do that later? So you would assume this is 2-down territory.
A lot of pre-snap motion. Bishop gets the snap, hands it off to Stock. And it's going to be 4th and 1. So a big play coming up here from Boonville. 4th down and 1. They're definitely going to go for it. 8 minutes to go here in the game. Boonville still down by 8, 24-16. Like the last 4th down, this is a huge play. Let's see what Boonville does. Might be a quarterback keep, and it is. Trying to go right side, and he runs right into Noah Stevens. And it's enough for a first down, though.
Hey, that's a hard one to stop, right? You're just going to have to get penetration beyond the line. When he's receiving that from the shotgun position, he can just kind of build up his momentum and pick the space there, pick the gap.
And Stevens took a pretty good shot there. He was down into tackling position, but he got kind of ran directly into. It's kind of hard to say without, talking about some helmet-to-helmet type stuff is what I'm trying to allude to without being. He's
walking off on his own. Zach, trainer, comes out to help him off the field, but he's walking on his own, so he's going to have to set at least this one out. We'll see. I don't know if we can't tell what's going on here in terms of what kind of treatment or protocol he'll go through. But I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Whenever I do these broadcasts, I never try and say the word concussion because it's just such a touchy subject, and we can't see anything. But I mean, that situation, they were both men ducked down and kind of ran into one another. And has all the telltale signs. Hopefully Stevens is okay and can get back out there.
Yeah, what we know is Zach will take good care of him and make sure he's safe and healthy before he returns. I'm confident of that.
Bishop looking over the middle, has a man deep and cannot come down with it. DePay in coverage as he was looking for Dakota Williams on the sideline.
It's another one of those routes that they had the step on us there, and we were trying to run that down. If the ball's delivered in a little bit, better spot there, that could be another big gain for them.
2nd and 10. 7:14 left to go here in the game. Osage with an 8-point lead. Ball right at the 50-yard line. Bishop takes a snap, gives it out, and a big gain before being knocked out of bounds. Eli Steck.
Eli Stock on the carry.
Spot that at about the 44-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, going to make it 3rd down and 4 here for the Pirates.
3rd and 4 for the Pirates.
When at the close of that first half, boy, the offense for Boonville, they just seemed, when they were kind of put under the gun to have to move quickly, they were pretty effective. And it's kind of that same feel here on this drive.
Has his man on the sideline. There's that quick hit to Dakota Williams. He's been one-on-one with DePay all night, and DePay can't give up anything deep, so Williams just kind of runs that quick butt hook after about 5 yards and picks up the yards. I think the ball was on Williams there before he was expecting it too, so good catch by him to bring it in for that first. 7 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Got a close one between the Pirates and the Indians. Pitch out to Stock. Colonius comes up and makes the big hit near the line of scrimmage. Might actually be a loss of about 1. Good hit by Colonius. Stock trying to get some space out there on the left side.
Just sniffing that out from his linebacker position, crashing through the line and just making just an outstanding tackle.
Sets up 2nd and 10 for this Boonville offense. 6.5 to go now in the quarter. The game. Man in motion. Bishop rolls out to his right. Now back to the left, trying to set up the screen. DePay, first contact, couple broken tackles, and Colonius knocks him out of bounds once again, just short of the first down, and it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Spot that ball just crossing the 30-yard line to the 29, it looks like.
Gain of 7 on the play, 3rd and 4.
DePay just getting just enough contact to kind of slow him down so Colonius can catch up to him, but just nice athletic move there by the Pirate.
Yeah, you'd like to see that first contact result in the tackle, but DePay doing a good job just to slow him down there. 6:19 left to go as the player was knocked out of bounds. 3rd down and 4 here for the Pirates. Handoff goes to Stock. And he is dragged down near the first down marker, but I think it's going to be 4th down and 1 here for Boonville. The 3rd 4th down attempt on this drive alone now for the Pirates.
4th and 1 for the Pirates.
And it's going to go to Stock, and he's going to be hit, and I think he's going to be stopped. They tried to go quick there, and I think Osage got the stop. That was Kimry and Colonius that came in for the double hit, and that is a huge stop. Boonville was trying to go fast and trying to keep things moving quickly there, almost with the no huddle, and they just run Stock up the middle. and a great stop by this Osage defense. It's certainly the biggest play of the night.
Yeah, I'm surprised of the call. I'm surprised of the coaching there. I mean, you're trying to be sneaky, I guess. He's been showing that trend all night, but you've got some things in your back pocket that have been working, that just letting your quarterback Bishop sneak up in there like he's done several times tonight. I guess you don't want to go to the well too often, but tried to be a little too quick, a little too sneaky, and here we go. That was that's one of those turnover on downs, but that's still a turnover.
Yeah. Well, now Williams will get the handoff. Neibauer, the lead blocker, and Williams picks up about 2 there. And Osage going to run this clock down between plays now. So you better figure out something to talk about, Steve. Nervously laughing isn't going to do it.
You don't think so?
This isn't basketball.
Brought down by a Bobo, the Pirates.
Sets up 2nd and 8 for Osage.
For Osage.
Well, we're just going to be really intentional at this point about just draining every second out of this clock. There's no being quick and sneaky for us. There's no secret of what we're doing. We're going to hand the ball off to somebody, and then we're going to wait as long as we can before we snap the ball again and hand it off again.
Yeah, that time it was Drake Williams, and he went to the left side. Picks up 1, and you'd like to see Osage get at least 1 first down here and kind of extend this drive a little bit.
Yeah, this is where you're just kind of hoping at this point you've kind of worn down that defense and you can start taking off some chunks. That's so far they've held pretty strong here, 3rd and long.
There's the pitch out to the left. Williams gets some space, now slips 1 tackle, stays on his feet past the first down marker, and that's a Serdike Yamaha first down. What a run from Williams. Aiden Williams just giving it out to him in space. He's tripped up before the marker and just keeps his legs going to pick up the first.
Just rumbling and stumbling and just doing whatever he can to stay upright. Just determination and agility there. It's those kinds of runs there. Again, that's a game changer. Being able to extend this drive, convert that on that 3rd down, drain some clock here.
Makes it 1st and 10 now. Williams, Aiden's going to get this handoff and into the secondary. Had 1 man to beat, and that's the guy that brought him down, or that could have been a huge back-breaking gain there. Instead, Williams brought down after a gain of 6 to make it 2nd and 4. Taking your chair.
Blake Griffin on the tackle.
It's all yours. Yeah, as you said, we are just draining every second off this clock. And, Boonville's in the position they just really can't do much about it.
Both teams have used their timeouts here in the second half already.
All they can do is try to get a stop here, and that's not worked out for them yet.
Aiden met right at the line of scrimmage, unable to pick anything up. Clock will keep moving. We'll get under 3 minutes to go here in the game. But it'll be 3rd down and short coming up.
One of those just real quick handoffs there. Just trying to get him right in the throat of the defense there, but Boonville was there. They were prepared for that, as you would expect on a 3rd and short.
And I would say if Osage doesn't get this, they're probably kicking it away. Not 2 down territory here. So a big play here for this Osage offense. Hall and Dooley move left to right. Trusty hands off to Aiden. Boy, he is met right at the line of scrimmage.
Not going to get it.
Yeah, he's not going to get it. So the Boonville defense makes a stop here.
They get to about I guess 47 maybe, depending on where they're.
Jacob White on the initial contact.
It wasn't for lack of effort on Williams' part, but you're right. When you've got a player slow to get up here, that's Aiden. Just kind of walking it off. 4th and 2, and with a punter like John Kimry, you're going to let him kick the ball. Let's flip the field. Let's make them go all the way. Got to give a lot of credit here to the Boonville Pirates and their defense.
Kimry, an incredible kick once again. Ball is going to be bounced and down by Landon Childs at the 3. So another tremendous kick from Kimry. Nobody back to return it as they were selling out for the block. And with Boonville having to score here and go for 2 and get it, they have to start their drive with at least one timeout we know of.
And see, when you have a kicker as talented as Kimry, and then it puts confidence in your other players like Childs, who says, I have to run my tail off to get down there every time to be ready to down that ball. I mean, we're starting at the 3-yard line, but, man, he just was close to sliding into that end zone there. Great athletic play by Childs to take advantage of the great kick by Kimry.
1:55 left to go here in the fourth. Again, Boonville needs a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie this one up. They have to go 98 yards to do it. Snap comes in. Looking downfield for the big one. Oh, in and out of DePay's hands. He had a beat on it. As that pass was overthrown and DePay was right there and it slipped right through his hands. That would have been it. That would have been the end of the game. But look for, that's what Boonville is, that's what they want to do.
Well, they don't have time to do anything else at this point, really. They're not going to be very methodical. I mean, they've got to swing big here, throwing out of their own end zone. This would be a great time to see Osage get some pressure on the quarterback.
And here it comes. And the ball thrown over the head of the receiver. As Kimry was coming for Bishop in the end zone, he tries to get rid of it and throws it over Williams' head. 3rd and 10 now from the 2-yard line.
Offensively, the Pirates have done a good job of just in their play calling, countering our pressure, really kind of using our aggressiveness against us. Great job by Kimry there, putting the pressure on, maybe forcing that ball to be thrown a little sooner than they'd like to throw it, especially when they have to cover so much field here. I know they say the field is the same length all the time.
Yeah, there's definitely a long one here on this drive.
Long. And when I say they, I mean you.
Me.
Yes.
Man in motion. Bishop takes the snap.
Coming for
Looking
him.
for a screen. They get it to their guy. It's Blake Griffin. He picks up 3, and that's going to set up 4th and 7 for unquestionably the biggest play of the night now. 90 seconds to go here. Again, Boonville needs a score and a 2-point conversion. It's 4th down.
Oh, we're going to help him a little bit here. Draw us off sides with the hard count. And that's probably going to be first down. What do you think? It's
encroachment against Osage.
Yep, moving the LED lights.
Moving the LED light, and that is going to be enough for a first down.
Penalty. That's good enough for a Boonville Pirate. 1st and 10 Pirates.
So big penalty there from Osage. Keeps this drive alive for the Pirates. They're working with limited time, though. Just a little over a minute to go here in the game. Getting some pressure over the middle. Ball thrown short to Blake Griffin.
Pass intended for Blake Griffin is incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Pirates.
Boy, that Osage, again, we're not getting any tallies in the sack column, but we're definitely putting heat on the quarterback. And, again, when they need some time to let those routes develop to get downfield, we're not letting that happen. He's having to throw that ball sooner than he wants and not able to get those completions. Of course, when you're throwing the ball like that, you're not taking much time off the clock either.
70 seconds left. Boonville looking for a score. Bishop takes the snap. Now here comes the pressure.
There
Williams and Kimry, ball
ground.
on the ground.
I think maybe. I think we got it.
Osage reacting like they came up with it. And it's going to be Osage football. They bring the pressure. Williams and Kimry come up with it.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, and I think it might be unsportsmanlike conduct on the Indians as the ball got tossed in the end zone. I don't know if an Osage player did it or a Boonville player did it. But a flag was thrown. I believe it's going to be for unsportsmanlike conduct. But yes, Drake Williams, Kimry get to the quarterback. He loses the football. I didn't see who actually came up with it as it was a giant pile down there, but they say Osage football.
And with 1 minute and 4 seconds left, and we're not sure, did we decide they do have one timeout left?
At least one, I think.
Well, I know very confident they've taken 2. You can see the stands are beginning to clear just a little bit as
well, it's cold.
It is, indeed. I've noticed.
No. You got a nice hat on.
It's a hat. It's a warm hat.
That's all you can ask for. So Osage can run the clock down now as this game will wind down to a close. 3 interceptions and a fumble recovery for the Indians tonight on defense. Tail of the turnover tape. And that will be what we look at as how Osage came out with this one.
Well, and that's what's going to happen when you throw the deep ball as often as they do. When you just swing for the fences, it's sometimes,
you strike out.
You strike out. As we're mixing we're playing boxing, we're playing baseball, we're playing football.
That's right.
Just put it all together. But when you take the big risk, sometimes it bites you, and it bit them 3 times tonight, and especially. Again, Osage has shown themselves to be a pretty talented defense and certainly pretty talented at our skill positions.
That one timeout taken by Boonville here, but yeah, Osage it was another facet of how the Indians can win games here tonight. And last week we saw it. Well, it's kind of the same. We saw it with the quarterback pressure, and it was that pressure getting to the quarterback that really kind of shook Hallsville last week. And this week it was the secondary coming up, getting these interceptions, and then that final drive there, that the pressure once again getting to the quarterback and Bishop losing the football.
Would you have predicted the score tonight?
No, I don't think so coming in. And you and I talked obviously on the way up here, and we kind of figure out. I said I didn't really know what to expect, and I think this probably wasn't what you expected, but I wasn't sure what to expect coming in here tonight.
Well, I will say that Boonville they've impressed me tonight compared to my expectations. I saw the record at 1-4. And I just didn't know that they would bring much against us. But they played well tonight. They've competed.
And Aiden Williams going to get into the end zone there on that run. Slips between some defenders. A flag comes down at the end. I kind of expected Osage to take a proverbial knee there, but Williams puts it in the end zone. And, I say I expected Osage to take a knee there, but point differential is how district seeding is figured out. So, I don't consider this running the score up on Boonville as much as it is Osage trying to potentially improve their seeding in what's going to be an extremely competitive district.
So because of that penalty, we're taking the points. No, points are staying on the board?
Yeah, it was after the touchdown.
So that's just going to make a really long extra point here. And that little touchdown at the end here, 30-16, makes this game, it's not quite an accurate picture maybe of what we've experienced tonight. It's been pretty hard-fought battle.
31, your Pirates 16.
Extra point is good. We'll go ahead and take a quick break and be back with the kickoff after this. Listen to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Where'd you get that grin? Right above your chin.
Why is everyone smiling? Because key lime pie concretes are back, of course, and they're bursting with flavor. Starting with the world's finest vanilla frozen custard, they add a whole slice of sweet and tangy key lime pie, crust and all. It's all part of the summer of smiles at Andy's Frozen Custard.
Top your day with a smile.
Hey folks, stop by now for one of our brand new hand-spun caramel apples, available in 3 delicious flavors at your local Andy's on the Parkway.
Back here in Boonville, Osage putting the finishing touches on this win here with 52 seconds left to go. Aiden Williams into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. 31-16 the score.
Well, the game's over when you hear the announcement about asking the fans to pick up the trash, and you see them headed towards the gates here.
Hey, put him down. That guy was trying to pick you up.
That's hurtful.
Why are you laughing?
It's all over, but the scoreboard doesn't know it. 52 seconds, and it'll be on board as well.
They're going to call delay of game on the Indians, because why wouldn't you there on the kickoff?
Oh, boy.
So that'll push them back 5.
Let's do it again. How many seconds do we have to get a kickoff? 25? Is that what we got?
I guess. I don't know. What a strange penalty in this situation.
Yeah. Well, stick around, folks. We hopefully will have Coach Jolly coming up for the post-game interview with Craig.
Yep, our next broadcast coming to you live from Southern Boone next week. We'll be up in Ashland as the Indians will take on the Eagles in the conference finale before heading up to Lutheran South to finish the season off. And then districts.
We don't know what that. We'll have to get a little closer to that before we know what that looks like.
Yeah,
right?
This win tonight will help for sure. As Osage just kind of jockeying around for position in the middle. A home district playoff game is still potentially on the menu for Osage. Wouldn't that be great?
I think we would love to be back home, especially after we go to Southern Boone and after we take this trip to wherever.
Southern St. Louis.
Southern St. Louis. Have you scoped that out much?
Yeah, I saw the area over near Lindenwood.
Brockman on the return.
49 seconds here. Boonville will come out on offense.
We're going to use the company jet for that one?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, we're going to stay.
I'll fly it.
You'll fly it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I just hate having to do it all the time. You know?
Do it using the plane the whole time?
Yeah.
It seemed a little unnecessary for.
Do you know how much jet fuel is right now? Stop by Casey's and pick some up.
In my little orange-red Cats container.
Bishop, hands off. And there's the hit. Staying on his feet, though, before coming down. Ross Brockman.
Ross Brockman on the carry.
Ross Brockman. It's a fun name to say. Got 2 there. Makes it 2nd and 8 as we wind this game down. Going to have to run one. Nope, don't have to run a play if they don't want to.
They seem to want to.
Osage will pick up the win here tonight. Move to 3-4 on the season.
10 seconds. Going to get this one off. Just hand it right off.
Yeah, and they'll bring him down. He'll get the first down, but it won't matter. As the game comes to a close, Osage picks up the win here tonight at Boonville Homecoming. 31-16 is the final score of this one. We'll take a break, come back with the post-game show, talk to head coach Shannon Jolly, and get you set for next week. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
For more than 100 years, Meeks Lumber has been serving customers in Arkansas, California, Nevada, and closer to home right here on Highway 42 in Lake Ozark. Whether you're a professional builder or a do-it-yourselfer, Meeks has the supplies you need to finish a project from foundation to the finish work. Stop in and let's start building something great together. Meeks, proud supporter of Osage Indians and high schools everywhere. Are you looking for a great place to work and call home? Our Vet is accepting qualified applicants to any of its central locations, Lynn Creek, Laurie, and Ashland. Our Vet has state-of-the-art facilities, excellent customer service, and team spirit when it comes to serving its furry family members. Top salaries, custom employment packages, and executive housing available for accepted applicants. Our Vet supports continued education, benefits, and the best opportunity for a meaningful career in the Ozarks. Please deliver your resume at any location and check us out on Facebook.
American Sun Control and Powder Coating is your powder coating and railing specialist at the lake. We can custom design new railings for your deck or pool area, or make your existing railing look like new again. Maybe it's time to enhance your outdoor living space with a new screened-in porch or room. Our 40 years of experience is your assurance of total satisfaction. Check us out online or Facebook. That's American Sun Control.
What a game. It's 4th and goal. Winter Shelton drops back in shotgun. Here's the snap. Shelton bootlegs. He keeps it. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown! When it comes to winning and real estate, there's one team crushing the competition. Winter Shelton Real Estate Group.
Shelton is crushing it.
Look them up online and Facebook.
Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
Being a member has its perks. Have you downloaded the new Dearborg's app yet? Hi, I'm Greg Dearborg. Sign up for Dearborg's Rewards to earn points every time you shop, and so much more. Make your shopping list, scan the weekly ad for deals, clip digital coupons, and save even more. Order flowers, catering, and sweet treats in a matter of a few taps. And best of all, there's always something new. Convinced yet? Grab your phone and discover the most rewarding way to shop is with the Dearborg's app. It's fresh, it's friendly, it's Dearborg's.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling. For reliable products offered by reliable people, call DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling.
Back here in Boonville, Missouri, Osage picking up the win over the Pirates here tonight. Final score 31-16. It is the High-Tech Auto Body postgame show brought to you here on Cool 102.7. As Osage scored one touchdown in the second half, but it was the only score in the second half between either team, as both teams got close to scoring multiple times there in the second half, but it was Osage's final score that put it away, 31-16. 4 turnovers from Boonville, kind of the big story of this one.
Yeah, and I would take us back to that second quarter. What an exciting quarter. Really, it seems like almost all we have 3, maybe 4 touchdowns scored in that second quarter. That's the one that Osage just exploded after being down 8-2. That's really where the game was decided, and then we just the defenses really tightened up there in that second half, especially that third quarter, and you got to give credit to really the adjustments made by both coaching staffs and the execution by both defensives, because it just got stingy there in that second half. Again, Osage, just a tremendous defensive performance there tonight. Limiting a team. They didn't shut them out this week, but certainly it wasn't the offense that just dominated on that side of the ball. It was the defense that had to carry the way.
4 rushing touchdowns for the Indians tonight as Aiden William gets into the end zone twice, Colonius once, and Trusty with the quarterback sneak picks up the 4th rushing touchdown for Osage. It was a ground attack night for the Indians on the offensive end, Steve.
Here we go. How many times do you think we carried the ball? How many rushes?
40.
Yeah, 55
okay,
is what I had.
That seemed like a lot, so I didn't want to go that.
55 carries for 229 yards. I mean, there's no secret who we are or what we do, and it's not that we didn't. I see it having 4 attempts here, 1 completion for 4 attempts. That's what we do. We're going to run the ball. 5 for 10 on third down conversions, 50%. That's pretty good. 0 for 2 on fourth down. We had the 1 field goal attempt there at the end of that first half. On the other side, Boonville had 25 carries for 92 yards and 17 receptions for 153 yards. They were a little bit more balanced. But again, those turnovers between the fumble and the 3 interceptions were just costly, and that's just where when you play so aggressively and you take such a big risk, it's going to come and bite you sometimes. And but they were able to stay in the game. Here comes Coach Jolly. Outdoor interview here on the porch. I'll head the handset off to him.
Full element interview here with Coach Jolly as he steps over our video equipment. Coach, thanks for joining us here. Osage gets the win, 31-16. It kind of felt like watching the game that it was just a tale of almost quarter by quarter. You guys, the adjustments were made by both teams as the game went on. It was kind of, a slow, plodding first quarter and then kind of a faster second, and then the defenses both kind of stepped up there in the third.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into this game. I won't get too deep into it, but, I told them, our kids play really hard. And Jason Colonius comes in, he's banged his hand up and goes back in with it wrapped up. And, we play hard. And so regardless of the quarters, I agree with you. There was some fluctuation of good play and not so good play. But that's indicative of a little bit of our continued growth. But we sure played hard. I know that.
This is a team kind of like last week that's put up some points at times this season. You didn't get the shutout tonight like you did last week against a pretty decent offense, but the defense stepped up big. 4 turnovers, you get the safety, and then the big sack that led to the fumble here at the end. Talk about your defense tonight.
We're getting better. We, I don't want to take anything away from what they did do right, but we missed a ton of tackles tonight, and it's a frustrating situation. We'll address that. At this part in the season, though, it's tough to bang around with yourself and during the week and tackle a lot. So hopefully we can fix that and be a little bit more deliberate about wrapping up and securing tackles. But again, Coach Hess and those guys and Jake Evans and Rob Himbrock and those guys that are working with that defensive stuff. We got Coach Baumstark and Coach Butler working with DBs and offensive guys. So, down a coach this year, I can't say enough about the work that he's done, and our kids believe in what he's doing and talking about swarming and getting everybody to the ball.
Where were you seeing on the offensive side of the ball tonight, Coach? 4 rushing touchdowns for you. You talked about getting back to who Osage was last week, and it kind of seemed like more of a continuation of that this week with the ground attack.
Yeah, I mean, they got a little bit of pressure on us when we threw a couple times, but Noah Stevens had a huge play conversion down there. So it's like I said, it's trying to get to the point where we can throw the ball, when we want to instead of need to. But we threw it when we needed to tonight and had some nice conversions. But again, like I said, we got some talented kids in the backfield, and our offensive line is starting to work better. So, we'll do what we need to do to win games.
Coach, I got to ask you, we started the season off in Jeff City, 100-degree heat, and now we're out here in this. What's it like to play football? And, Coach,
nice.
You're not – I mean,
it's nice.
You didn't want to bring the shorts out tonight?
The kids wanted to put on sleeves, and we told them we ain't wearing sleeves, and you got to earn the right to be in sleeves. But it's nice. It's good football. My whole family's bundled up over here, so I don't know if they agree with you, but it was fine for me out there. I'm still a little warm, to be honest.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Another good win, another hard-fought win here in the Tri-County Conference, a well-earned win here tonight, and we move on to next week for the conference finale.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'll just slip it in. I mean, coming up here, there's a unique tradition about coming over to Boonville, but I'm telling you what, the hospitality that we get when we come up here as guests is pretty awesome. So hopefully some Pirates are listening, and we respect what you guys do. It was, like I said, it's been nice. A lot of just personal people around the school that welcomed us and helped us get started. It was just it was nice to experience that, so hats off to them.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Coach Jolly, for joining us. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
Again, the Indians pick up the win here tonight. Final score 31-16 in this one as Osage gets the W, their second straight after beating Hallsville last week, and they get set for Southern Boone in the conference finale next week. Steve, any final thoughts here tonight?
Oh, I just, we're great win tonight, and of course we're looking at Southern Boone, and that's going to be special. We don't know what they did tonight, or maybe you've picked that up.
No, I haven't seen.
Only the one loss, and this is a team, again, on paper that looks like they can move the ball. What did we say? They outscored they scored 75 points against Eldon when they played them. So we're going to have a foe next week for sure. It's going to be exciting to watch. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we'll have that broadcast for you tonight. Thanks for sticking around and listening to us tonight. Osage wins 31-16 final here in Boonville. For Steve Adams and Justin Wastel and all the kids who helped bring this broadcast to you, I am Craig Allen. Thank you for listening. This has been a presentation of Cool 102.7 Sports.